The Cheatcoders will be back after these messages.
This episode was brought to you by Art and B, which is a studio out of Penrith that offer sip and paint sessions. They also offer dancing. Hit them up on artandb.com.au. And if you use the promo code CC20, you get $20 off any session that you have there. We went there to Art and B and we painted some bears. We had an amazing...
So therapeutic.
It was an amazing time. Like for us, it was like being like children again because we could throw paint around and just have fun. But as adults, you can go there, drink some alcohol, throw some paint around. You know, it's a great family activity, but at the same time, you can go there on a date and for $20 off, once again, it's really good value. Use the promo code CC20 artandb.com.au.
If you are looking for a place to just get away and just focus on some creative stuff, paint a little picture, put some paint on little bears, or even go for a little dance, artandb.com.au. $20 off. $20 off is a lot of money, man.
That's almost half off, man.
That's almost half off, bro. Like a session on average is $55. $20 off that, $35, bro.
Just a bargain.
You can bring your friends for an end of year party. You can bring your date to impress them and make you go for a second date. Man, it's a great way to connect with other people, or whether it be your family or your friends. Artandb.com. Use the promo code
CC20
and get $20 off.
You can spend that $20 down the street at El Jana's.
Hey,
You bring a girl over there too.
She'll love you, man.
Yeah, man.
Rage is so legendary though. Fuck, that used to be the best staying up for that.
Bro. These kids don't know, man. The importance of music videos back in the day. Nowadays, it's just like
Heavily bastardized.
It's lyric videos.
It is, bro. It's
you know,
bastardized.
you know who started that? Filipinos with karaoke, bro.
That's true.
Wow. Without the Filipinos, lyric videos would have never existed, bro.
Wow.
Who taught you how to sing while you read, bro? Filipinos.
I really uncovered something.
I know,
That's wild, man.
Because like we saw the lyric videos, and then Filipinos be looking at each other like, bro, this is normal shit for us, bro. They're just updating the music.
Yeah.
Indos are pretty musical as well.
Yeah, man. Music-wise, it's
Yeah.
pretty much same.
Yeah. Do
Neck
they
and
do
neck.
karaoke there as well?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They use their American accents, or the aunties and uncles. I'm one of the ones that can't sing. I can't sing. So, but every other Indonesian can. So it's pretty fucking lit.
But like, if you were able to sing, would you reckon you would become a singer rather than a rapper?
Nah.
Or would you think that hip hop, no matter what,
Yeah, I think
in the
it'd be
multi-universe of LP, they're all rappers?
100%. Nah, I'd be like Drake. See how Drake sings? Yeah, I'll be like Drake.
Yeah. So you
but
could
like
just be emotional LP.
Yeah, I could be emotional as shit, bro. I'll cry all the time.
Emotional
bro.
P.
Emotional P, bro.
That's chill P.
Chill P. Chill P.
Still
I'm
P.
telling you, man, still P.
Still waiting for you, P.
I could do that shit. But like, I'm sure there's like Indos expecting me to sing and
Yeah,
shit.
man. Don't worry about the LP. Worry about the real P.
Hey.
Why,
That's the
man?
R&B, bro.
I'm gonna turn that into a beat. I'm gonna turn that into a beat. Skep.
He's gonna sample that. Straight up.
100%, man.
Skep, do your job, man.
I'm just gonna do a whole album of just R&B.
Do your thing.
Bro, if you do that, bro, that'd be so good.
Yeah, man. We gotta do. It's our fucking ears, our like older head style of music. We can do it. They try to do it.
If you could get your current album and turn each of the songs into an R&B version, because Are You Ready? You could be like, Are you ready?
That's wild. That's wild.
Waiting for you to get ready. Waiting for you to get ready.
You know, if I had the singing skills, you could do that. Singers can say whatever the hell they
Oh,
want.
bro.
Whatever the hell they want, Don knows.
Yeah, and then turn it sexy and shit.
Yeah, right? Don knows.
Fucking hell.
There's an Usher song where he says, "Pussy tastes like pineapple." He says that on a song, and I'm like, you couldn't get away with saying that.
Yeah, in normal conversation.
Normal conversation.
Yeah.
But if you can sing,
You can sing it.
You could get away with it. Well, one of my favorite Janae Aiko songs is like, "You can eat my booty like groceries." She sung that shit beautifully. She made me consider maybe eating booty's the way to go.
Oh wait, isn't it?
Isn't it? I don't know.
Is
To
it
me,
not?
personally, I don't go that way.
Freak Gussie has entered the building. Big freaky.
Wow,
Oh, I'm missing out, dude.
Big freaky.
I don't like groceries anyway, bro. That's the worst shopping ever, bro.
Have you guys done the new age karaoke?
Nah.
Where you go into the room and they got like Pop Smoke and all the rappers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Oh, wow.
some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, we haven't been
Yeah.
to karaoke in a while.
Oh,
Man, that shit is not as lit as you think it would be, bro. Because no one can really rap. If you think about these songs, when those lyrics come up,
Oh, it's too fast. Yeah.
bro, the whole room
It's a
goes
challenge, bro.
Yeah,
Because like they don't know how to rap. Plus, they can't read like that.
yeah,
Because the lyrics are fast, bro. Like
And
normal
we're lit.
people can't read that fast.
and we're lit as, and then always someone joking like, "Hey man, do Bone Thugs."
It's like, yeah.
Why, bro? Why you want to do this?
You can rap, do Bone Thugs.
And they
Busy Bone.
and they do these rap songs how they do the normal karaoke songs, like no vocal, just the beat, just the instrumental, like a dumbed down version of the instrumental. And I'm
Like a MIDI version.
Because all the songs is lined up, there's ones from like Twister and shit. And you go, fuck this, man.
God damn it! God damn it!
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
Look at me now! Fuck!
Get away, 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 stop.
Break your neck straight off. Like, oh my
It's
god.
actually pretty lit, you know. Watching people bomb that is pretty funny.
Oh, bro, it's up there watching. It's like up there with watching people like comedians bomb, bro.
Oh man, I love
Entertainment, bro.
Hey, that's me on a normal day. That's me. Really.
That's why I hang
Singing.
around with you, man.
Bombing, singing, bombing comedy. There it is, man.
that. But I reckon the ones who bomb always turn out to be the good ones, no matter what they fucking do.
I appreciate you, LP. I appreciate
Nah,
you, man.
I've
Appreciate
been booed
you.
hella times.
Oh, bro,
you know?
you need-
Invoice me later, bro. I'll pay you for that.
Oh shit!
You need to
Check your emails.
You need to bomb to be good, bro. Like if you don't bomb, man, you don't succeed.
I've heard Kevin Hart talk about it. Like he says he works out his comedy. Like it's a workout. He'll go to different rooms and stuff and work out the jokes. So yeah, the comedians that work out their jokes are the ones that do the best.
Probably like more consistent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because then I'm sure there's comedians like one night their material goes crazy, and then the crowd, like it's a different crowd on the next night.
Yeah, it'll
And you
depend
go,
on the
what
crowd.
the fuck happened, man? Like, why isn't anything hitting?
I still haven't gotten to that point where I understand where the crowd is at. Because I've seen comedians feel the crowd and understand where their comedy is at, and then they'll change their set depending on the crowd.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the hardest thing. Because starting out as a comedian, my set is just like a bunch of jokes, and it's just been set.
You don't deviate.
I haven't because I haven't written much. But then as you write more, then you can kind of have different types of jokes and different sets and stuff like that.
With the whole, like, because it's performance, right? It's performance art. Like with music, when you guys are performing in front of a crowd and shit,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's your songs don't change, right? Like, but the crowd might not be feeling it one night.
We try to predict the crowds that we're going to be in front of.
Yeah.
So we'll look at like what shows we're performing at. When we did Cheatcoders, we knew it was going to be like a lot of love in the room, like a family based thing.
Yeah.
So we slowed down the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we couldn't do our hyper set while people are just sitting down trying to chill.
Yeah.
and-
Like
But have
you
you
were at the
ever
drop-in.
have you ever changed your set on the fly? Like be like, wait, we should change the setup because this place is getting lit.
No, if it's getting lit, then we'll take it all the way. Like we'll just push it to its limits. But there's been songs where we're like, don't play this because it'll change the mood of the room.
Yeah.
I like it how it is now.
Right.
You know, this is ready for my finale. Whereas if this slow song drops, but it's real easy for me while everyone's performing, we got 4 people on stage, I just sneak around the back, go to the DJ, like skip the next song.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But we read the room, so we're usually like last. Even if we're not last, actually, we show up early and
That's a flex.
we were, yeah, you know what I mean? Light flex, bro. I practiced this. You'd think I got media training, I swear. No, but we like
for context out there for the listeners, when there are artists that go last, it means that they're headliners.
That's right.
They're headliners.
Main eventers, bro.
Main event.
but we show
I
up.
always put you guys on last when you're going to drop in. For some reason, it's just like these guys just
I like going
automatic
first.
last, bro.
My favorite shit is to open a show because when you open a show, everyone's there. By the end, some people may have like fumbled
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
Especially if you're a comedian and like someone has a horrible set,
Yeah.
it's on you to bring it back.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? If
Pressure's on.
You
I'll tell you
know?
what though,
Yeah.
you guys always bring the energy. You guys always, because I
Yeah.
feel like you opening up a set will like set the whole mood to 100.
That's
and
right.
then everybody has to follow you and be like, well, shit, we could.
Yeah, that's why I do like going out first if I was a rapper, because like if I kill this set,
Yeah.
I'd be looking at every single like the rest of
Yeah.
the friggin' set people, all the rappers and stuff, be like, yeah, top that, you know.
Yeah, well, here's a cool story. When we first started dropping music, fucking Raf found us somehow, maybe through Elo or something.
Yeah.
And had us on the drop-in show.
Yeah.
And we were all excited. And then he sent us the like set list of what's going on. And he put LP and Dark Side first. And I was like, all right, I'm going to make this hard for every single fucking artist. You know? These guys put me first. I was like, I'm going to make it hard for every single artist. And if you remember that first drop-in one,
Yeah.
that was fucking crazy.
Bro, that was
That
when I
was
realized
fucking
like that this
crazy.
drop-in thing is just gonna be like,
You know what I mean? But that's why that made me love going first, because I got to do that. I got to set the mood.
tone.
set the
Yeah.
tone.
Yeah, you know, you create that scenario in your head, like fucking. They're underestimating me going first,
Because,
or
you know,
you go
like-
the other way, like they're trusting me to open the
Yeah.
show. And
Yeah.
Because
you
hip hop,
know?
it's a competitive genre, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
If I see someone before me kill it, I want to do better than that person.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
right.
if you cause that domino effect, you end up the winner is the audience. The winner of that night is hip hop.
the culture.
Music
The
is the real winner.
Because everyone's killing it, and then by the time it reaches at the end, it's a good show. That's a good show.
Yeah. Well, crowds. I've seen crowds, especially with our sorts of shows. And you were at the party. You saw the energy of our people. I've seen crowds be taken too far, and by the time it was headline,
Yeah.
everyone's dead. Like we got Grex, me, DeAndre. After those sets and jumping around, the crowd's finished.
Tired already, yeah.
We do like 6-hour shows with however many artists. So I've seen it go like it was tough.
but as an artist, would you consider the other performers? Would you be like, let's not kill everyone at the start, because then the other performers have nothing to
That's-
live off? Or would you
Well-
be consider, or would you be like, fuck it, this is my show?
That's a tough decision, man. It's like, yeah.
Well, the thing is, it depends on the job. Sometimes it's best to have the show in mind. Whatever's best for the show, we do what we have to do to push the show. A lot in what we're seeing a lot is fucking like artist showcases where there's 13 people on the fucking bill and everyone gets to do 2 songs. In those situations, you should go out there and kill everybody. You know, sometimes in a show, if you're all in like the same mindset to put on a good show, you might have to ease up. You might have to start big, let people chill, catch their energy, do some like lo-fi music and shit. You got to set it up and take care of the
At the end of the day, I think it's the organizer's job to
100%.
to set the tone of the show.
Yeah.
If they really want to kill their audience at the very start, put Dark Side there, and then just let your audience die out. I don't think that'd be good for business.
Yeah,
Because-
since that first drop-in show, we've been last every time. So that's my man. That's how you work it out. Young artists, that's how you work it out. If you feel some type of way, go in.
Just
All right,
kill
let's
that
start the
shit.
show. Yo 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of the Cheatcoders
Let's
podcast.
go.
My name is Raph. This is episode number 213.
213.
Fuck, 213.
And
Let's
I am
go.
here with my usual suspects of Don Doing Stuff with his work boots on.
What's doing?
Look at those leather work boots, bro.
What's doing?
It's just a Lego work boots.
I said leather. The
Leather
leather.
work
and
boots.
I don't know, there's a little
Everything is
cowboy to it.
awesome.
And then on to my right, we got the beige man himself, representing the Bullhide Cali. Nice
yo, yo,
shirt.
yo, 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 yo. We got 3 extra years today.
Hey, we got Christian Garcia.
What up, what up?
Let's go.
And this is a special episode because we have a
Special.
special guest.
Special.
This guy's the personification of energy.
Bro.
This
Let's
guy
go.
That's
is-
blazing.
Racism.
This guy has been killing it ever since. Like it's funny. Like I heard about this guy through the grapevine, but as soon as he's been in my radar, he stayed in my radar. He's one of those guys. Like I feel like now I've introduced him to you guys. He's gonna stay on your radar. So give it up one time to hip hop musician, the connoisseur of energy in hip hop, Mr. LP.
Oh, let's go! Hey. What is cracking? Cheatcoders, we made it! Mama, we made it! We made it!
Bro,
we made it, Mom.
the fact that we started off with a little bit of hip hop talk is like, it's a bit different on our end because like we used to other shit.
We're getting back to the roots.
Getting back to the roots of like when episode 1 of the Cheatcoders was all about music.
Yeah.
But now it gave me nostalgic feels just talking about hip hop and how you were describing the way that you perform and how you'd like tackle your performances. Man, props to you, man, because I've been to your show, bro. I've been there a few times and you've even had your own shows that you held, and it always kills it, man.
Man, thank you, man. And yeah, I knew you guys, like, especially you wouldn't have a problem with the music talk. I had no hesitation coming on here because everyone knows you for that. We've seen all our great rappers on Talk to You, and it's been great conversations. I'm glad to be a part of that.
Go geeky with it, man. With the hip hop talk, the music talk, this is the right place for it.
This is the place
for it.
Yeah,
man. I'm comfy as hell, man. This is good. This is good. We got blueberries. We out here. We out here. I love this, man.
Can we just say, man, congratulations on the latest release, on the latest album.
Thank you, man.
And also congratulations because I was lucky enough, Garcia and myself were lucky enough to attend your launch party, bro.
Oh wow, here we go.
And then that was sponsored. That was like sponsored. Well, the liquor was sponsored by 7,000 Islands, a good friend of the show.
7,000 Islands is amazing, man. The party they set off. We had Don pouring drinks for us. Anything we can do for 7,000, we will be doing.
Don achieved half of his dream that night, bro. Because he always wanted to be a topless like bartender, bro.
Oh man, I was waiting for this guy.
He always wanted to be the topless waiter.
I was actually gonna call the head of 7,000 like, hey, this dude's wearing a shirt. I don't know like where I write this complaint or do I just leave it on your WhatsApp? But it doesn't look like he's gonna take it off.
He's got sleeves on. Why does he have sleeves?
He's like, he rolled the sleeves up a bit, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Did not come as advertised.
You know,
much love.
There's 7,000 islands. It's not an island without water just surrounding it. So, you know, you need a little bit of wetness there. So,
Oh my God.
But how was it
Well,
done?
this took a turn.
How was it done? Achieving half the dream of being the topless bartender.
Well, I've been a bartender before. I just haven't done it with. Maybe once. No. It was good. The show was really good, and it was a privilege and honor for me to be representing 7,000 Islands on that night, to be serving, because we did some some wine tasting and some of the other liquors.
Damn right we did.
As well.
And he had the big hat on as well. I saw
He
the
had the hat on.
stories.
Speaking of getting naked, he put
bro.
a hat on.
Oh man, no way.
What the fuck is going on
but
here?
you noticed that everyone had 5G on their phone, right?
Yeah.
So reception was going up a little bit. So.
Wow.
You know how Don said he's like, oh, he's been a bartender before. I've never seen him bartend before. Like, because when he was doing it at like the football shows and shit. So the thing that I was like coming to mind was I've seen Don serve wine before, but he was at church. He was one of those. I was thinking, that's not bartending, dude.
So Don's been a pastor.
He puts that on his resume.
I've been an acolyte in the church.
Yeah.
But like, can I just say,
last call, he would ring the bell to.
Bartending.
That's when he.
if you laughed at that, you're also going to hell.
Wow.
He was yelling dust points. God.
But yeah,
The acolyte.
Alcohol. Oh fuck!
I'll tell you what though, the like your launch party was nothing like a church.
Oh
It was
man.
nothing like a church.
Man, it was not. It was wild.
The only thing was people were lining up for wine. That was it. That was the only the
You
similarity.
had more than one. You had the Uber liqueur.
I had some of the ube liqueur.
Oh, everyone
Had
loves that.
The lumbernog kind of drink.
Yeah,
right?
the lumbernog, the lakan, and also the proclamation gin.
Man, one of those things was
Proclamation.
60%.
Hey.
But yeah, that was.
And also with you.
The next day, I was like messaging because I was trying to organize this guest appearance for LP. And he didn't message me for like 2 days.
Bro, we got.
I was
we
seen.
were
So comfortable. For 2 days.
So what we had it as was like a private party. It was like a work function for Darkside.
Yeah,
so we had
man.
like Shelly was there, Corrupt Consortium was there, Legacy was there, DeAndre was there, Grex was there. But we were all like plain clothed. We were all just chilling. No one really knew what to do. Like
they were
everything.
off duty.
Yeah, everyone was off duty, and that's what we wanted. Like, we were smoking weed out the back, like, as much as we want. Like,
This guy offered, right? We went to get in the back, and then I was thinking, I don't want to get crossfaded again. Last time happened, I was passed out, dude. So,
bro, that back room got litty. That back room got litty, and it's all medical. So, like, just in case, I don't know.
I
Like,
do it for my back, lower back pain.
I remember walking in, and then it was just like, I was like, whoa, can we get some more lemonade, please?
I was like, I had a massive joint. I was like, yo, can someone get more lemonade and pineapple juice?
Because people were like, oh, can I get some Alizé and lemonade? I'm like, oh, we're gonna need more lemonade. Can I get a gin and pineapple? Yeah, we're gonna need more pineapple juice.
Man.
But he got that shit. Like, even though we're like chilling and stuff,
Yeah.
still a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how
Yeah,
did it feel
man.
to have your release party / end of year party with the Darkside boys? Like, it felt like a celebration.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like even the boys were saying, it was like a sold out show. That was the energy of it.
Yeah.
It was just like everyone was really happy. It was good. It was fucking good. I still don't know. I still haven't like unwrapped it properly, and but it was mad. Like we worked hard all year. So
Yeah,
fuck it.
100%, man.
This to just chill. There was a stage, but we didn't really want to use it. We ended up using it because we're all a bunch of rappers.
It turned into a show. Like, it just turned into this, like, at first it was just them drinking and like listening to the music, and they were just like, yeah, cool, chilling. As soon as LP got up on the stage and started like talking like, oh, which you know we got to get out of here soon, blah 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 blah. He did a little speech. And then everyone's like shouting, oh, you should play this one, play this one.
Man.
And then it just turned into this show. Everybody's jumping up on stage, rapping and stuff, man. It was
That's when
crazy.
you know it's passionate, bro. That's why you know it's from the heart. Because like, accountants don't have an end of year party and be like, you know what we should do now?
We should balance the books. We should balance the books.
Who brought their calculator? Who brought it? Who brought their visor?
He's doing a speech again.
Like they're indoors with a cellophane visor. How does that make it work?
I haven't met a real accountant in my
cellophane
life.
visor.
I haven't seen a cellophane visor in my life. None of yous are
There's fucking
accountants.
receipts
I'll tell you
everywhere.
what.
Don't even talk to me if you don't got a cellophane visor. You,
know
can't
what?
handle my books.
You know what?
You can't handle my books without the visor. You know what I mean?
He goes to like H&R Block, and then they're like cooking his books and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, can you put this on? And it's like, it's just a cellophane visor.
No, they bring out the guy in a $3,000 suit and like, you ain't got a visor? Nah, man, I can't do this, man. I call Skep like, I don't trust this guy.
Bro, you
I
can
don't
easily
trust
get them
this
at
guy.
Holy Moly. Just go get it and put it on.
Holy moly.
And then just do my taxes right, man.
Oh,
Shit.
man. That's funny. I'll tell you what, though, a lot of my family is like, they're accountants. I'm pretty sure they get lit when
When they do a
But do
speech, they're
any
like,
of them have a cellophane visor?
I think one of them owns one.
He's an accountant. You have one accountant cousin. You have one accountant cousin, brother.
The rest of them are not. They're all posers.
You're non-cellophane visor having
I wonder what
motherfuckers.
accountants talk about in their parties, right? Because you talk about the year that's been. You'd always talk about like, oh, remember this song? Remember this bar that you said? Remember the accountant's like, oh, remember when I found this like discrepancy?
yeah.
Found the negatives in the.
I was able to save this guy so much tax money.
Oh man, that was a big one. That was a big one.
Should check out the refund I just did.
Look at the dividends that we did this year.
And they're doing a speech at the end, right? And then the crowd's going, calculate that one, calculate that one.
And it's like, all right.
Get up on the stage and just be like, guys, remember the Worthington account? Yeah, that was a good one.
I want to hear them bitch about their like customers. Ooh, you should have seen this tax I did today. Well, this motherfucker's up to no good. This motherfucker's up to no good right here.
That's an Asian tax accountant. Bro. They would gossip that shit to the
100%.
That shit I would too, bro.
Oh, hell yeah, I would.
I'd be
I
like
would.
doing the books for like a brothel and be like, look at how much KY jelly these cunts are trying to claim.
Why is that going to
It's
a
so
bakery?
excessive.
Why is that going to a bakery, man? That's a fucking brothel. I'm gonna expose them.
Look how much red light they have.
How Yeah, no,
sitting in front of a red light. Let's go.
like, why do you keep spending so much? You keep spending so much on glitter.
Wow.
Oh, bro, that shit gets everywhere. Do not use that.
Freak
man.
Garcia. We are outside. Big Freaky in the building.
Glitter and pineapples. Pineapple juice.
Glitter and pineapple juice. Hey, bro, that should be the name of the next album. That glitter and pineapple
Not my
juice.
fucking album. Freak Garcia's album. I helped me produce that shit though. I'm keen on that.
Glitter and Pineapples by Wild Thought Garcia.
They're gonna look at your video budget like, fuck, that's a lot of baby oil.
There's a lot of pineapples.
Man, this guy
Hawaiian shirts.
loves
Hawaiian shirts, bro.
This guy got every color.
Lowe's is gonna be stocked out of stock, bro.
Oh man, I love Lowe's, man.
At Lowe's.
At Lowe's.
So with the album, what made you decide to do an album, bro? Ambitions as a writer.
Yeah, that's right. I dropped Ambitions as a writer, but I always had it planned. Last year we had a massive year, so and we're still navigating everything as we go. As you see, we're making connections and all that, but making an album is always in my mind as a rapper. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's
That's
rapper
when I know
first.
you're old school, bro.
Yeah, that's
Because,
right.
Like you talk to a rapper in this new age world of rap and hip hop in Australia, they're not even thinking about an album.
Yeah, man, I've spoken to rappers like, I want to drop a song, make $10,000. And I was like, oh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one, man. But it is what it is. He might find love later on, but fucking, that's a rough one. For me, it's always making good music, making an album, making the music that's not there. So when I wasn't making music, there was something I wanted to listen to and it's not there.
Yeah.
So I made it. Now all I listen to is me.
That's it, bro.
And that's always the thing. No matter like even the interviews, all that.
Yeah.
I got my next album making. Like, I'm living it.
That's it.
Question about the album, and obviously it's called Ambitions as a Writer.
Yeah.
And I think I heard there was a sample of Tupac.
You goddamn
And
right.
they're talking. Was there the overarching theme of the album, or was it just like he's one of your biggest influences?
So it's weird when you say influences because there's nothing in my music that's Tupac. Like
Right.
in the way I rap.
Yeah.
Maybe the feel or the energy of what he's doing. But that's from me listening to him. But it's more of just like how I picture this dude and how he's always made me felt being a writer. He has his song Ambitions as a writer.
Yep.
And, you know, I feel like I'm Pac, but I'm not shooting police. You know what I mean? That's what he does. That's the extent he took it to. But in the music world, I'll take it to that extent and I'll go all that. So
You want to bring that same energy,
yeah,
but a different
it's
message.
like the same energy. But the thing was, I didn't want to mention it in the promotion of the album because I didn't want it to seem like a full Tupac thing.
Yeah.
Which it's not. It's just that I live and breathe this guy's message and music, so it just comes out here and there.
Yeah.
And what he says, I put a part of his interview in one of the songs. And it's just like, even the shit that he says in interviews, like, I feel it.
Yeah.
So, and it suited the album. And yeah, that's cool that you picked that up. I'm sure everyone picked that up. No one's like messaged me like, hey man, cool reference. But sick cunt, bro. Fucking oath done, bro. That's what I'm fucking talking about, man.
Yeah, I was called Ambitious as a Writer.
I mean,
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, man, I'm not going to mention it. It's pretty obvious.
yeah.
But still, it's just like, good job, Billy. Thank you.
Sometimes you just need some, of that props, like the deep cut props. Be like that line you said on this song.
Yeah.
Those type of props are the next level type of things.
Yeah, that's right. The ones that like not everyone has. Like one person will have one specific line, and it's not a line that everyone's like, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's better than awards. Like you delve that deep into the music. So
Or even has anyone ever said something like they saw a line that you did and rap, and they perceived it something differently than how you written it.
Yeah, 100%. All the time, every day. But once you release it to the world, it's not yours.
It's theirs.
Fuck, who are you to tell people how to think? That's how you
yeah.
perceive the music. That's what it is. That's why usually when things come out and people say something about, I just let it be. because
That's the best thing about music, though.
Yeah,
I like
it,
that.
like it breathes new life to it. Like someone listens to it, and the messaging they could get could be clearly wrong in the sense that of what you were thinking at the time you're writing, but it's in the right place because they got something out of it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's what they took out of the song, and they relate to it in that way. So it's like, who are you to question what they feel?
Yeah,
from
you're
the
going to
song?
take something away from
Yeah.
them and figure,
Yeah.
nah, this isn't what it means.
Yeah,
That's
it's just like,
right.
I really enjoyed what you were saying there. Like you were talking about this and this and this.
It's
and
like when you go-
actually, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And you're wrong. So fuck you.
dickhead. I meant. It's like going to an art gallery. When you go to an art gallery, everyone who looks at this one fucking picture,
Yeah.
everyone feels different. Depends on how your day's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fucking artist isn't even there to see your reaction. So why should I?
Right, there was one time, it was my ex, it was her idea to go to those galleries and shit. I don't like watching, like going to the museums and stuff. I was so hungry that day, right? So everything I was looking at, the really abstract shit, I was thinking of food, bro.
See?
You know what I mean?
This is exactly. I do know what you mean, my friend. Hell yeah.
That looks like mustard on the hot dog.
He's like, this collection of bubbles looks like chicken nuggets.
I am the eye of the beholder.
That's it, bro. Art, man. Like that's it, bro. Like if you shut down someone's perception of your art, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
I've been doing it wrong this entire time. I always have like, this is what I wrote this song about. This is this. And somebody was like, I thought it was this. I'm like, nah, that's wrong.
Nah, it's wrong,
Nah,
bro.
you're actually stupid. You're actually stupid. Yeah.
You're dumb.
Never listen to this song again.
Never ever. Don't unfollow me, bro. Please.
So yeah, if you want to listen to my music and get it wrong, Don Valix on Spotify and all music streaming
Let's
platforms.
go.
If you want to get it right, Ambitions as a writer.
Yeah.
Find out on Spotify. Are you gonna do hard copies or are you just gonna stick at the stream?
I think I will have to do hard copies just because there's a demand for it.
All right. So you want to, since we're going this way, you want to go with the Wild Thought?
Yeah, I mean, my wild thoughts are not wild though. But we were kind of just, I was thinking, because Christmas parties, we were mentioning last week, Christmas is coming up.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
I don't know if it's the same with the Indo community as well, but like, come like any like party time, usually you get a bunch of outdoor furniture that's not yours, right? Because like, you lift it up and upside down, and it's like it got someone's last name on there.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like, I don't know, Tupperwares or plates and shit. The shit just gets like messed around or whatever.
Yeah.
And then everyone puts their last name just so, I mean, you end up not giving it back anyway, but you know who it's from. And I was just like getting like a flashback of like when I was a kid, right? On the back of my singlet, running around in Philippines as a kid, I used to have my name on the back. But then again, there was no one else in this house that's like a little boy that has a singlet, so it was just me. So I'm thinking like my grandma probably put my name on the fucking back of the singlet so they know who to give that motherfucker back to. Like when I go missing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with, I like make sure that, Garcia's singlets is like separate, or we know whose it is. It's like that
If you get lost.
Yeah, exactly.
if you get borrowed for somebody's party.
Yeah, because I end up on someone's house just for no reason, right? It's like, fuck, who does this cunt belong to? Wow. Yeah, it's that house over there.
That's wild.
Like
We all look alike. I don't know who.
question.
I don't know whose that one is. You know? Or the drunk uncles looking at each other.
Is that yours? Mine.
It's like one step like less than having a collar with like the address, you know what I mean?
Check his tag. Check his tag. See if there's an address on it.
There's a phone number. He says his name is Christian without an H.
It's dinner time. This cunt's eating all our food. It's time to send him back home.
But the real question is like, who wears a singlet now as an adult? I think, like to me, I feel like
Don.
the only people that wear singlets
like guys that do
is
pull-ups.
babies, kids, and R&B singers.
Hey.
That's all I feel.
And usually the singlets is like fishnet too. It's very revealing.
Wait.
It's either that or they're really sweaty. That's why it's see-through, bro.
Nah,
Like,
that's baby oil. We
it's
mentioned
like
this. That's
I'm
baby
looking around,
oil.
I'm thinking about white singlets, and I always give my son as his 8 months in my 8 months old,
Yeah.
is always wearing a singlet. And then I remember my childhood, I always wore a singlet.
Yeah.
I was forced to wear a singlet. But as you get older, you outgrow the singlet. And
You move on to
You move
sleeves.
on to just you just move on
You
to like
upgrade.
shirts. Like I don't see anyone with a singlet, like a white singlet, unless
I
you
feel
know.
attacked right now. I feel
Unless
so
they're
attacked.
playing basketball.
Don's just like
I don't know,
sinking
man.
in his
Are
chair.
you wearing a singlet now?
Underneath this, now
I always wear
I
my
was
singlet.
earlier. I was wearing one earlier.
I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
like back to your music, man.
How the hell did we get there?
Well, yeah. So like your music with the dark side and like,
Dark
what's the plans
side.
for the next year?
Next year is the boys releasing their music. So we released this big album for me. Now they get their.
No
Well, not
time.
now they get there. It just so happens that they're in that process right now.
Yeah.
Like they're deep in it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be coming out. We're gonna have. Oh yeah, I'll drop it here. We're gonna have another show in April.
Hey,
We're gonna do Hostile Takeover
go.
again. So
is this part 3?
yeah, this is part 3.
Part 3.
So this
Taking
year,
over for the third time.
yeah, well, this year we did every single room in Factory Theatre.
Yeah.
Next year we're gonna be at the Metro.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
So then we'll do every room in the Metro, and then we'll do Enmore, and then we'll do
Bruh.
Rod Laver. It's all a plan because they're all under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
They're all under Century Booking.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're just moving your way up.
Yeah. We just have to do it that way, but it's gonna be
That's
hella
crazy.
fun. You know?
guys were so comfortable at like Factory Theatre, bro.
Yeah, man, it's like I live there.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like when I rocked up to bring all like the alcohol and stuff like that, this guy opened up the gate to like let me park right in where everybody else was sitting.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Can I do this? And he's like, bro, this is dark side.
Yeah, he was on the phone like, where do I park? I'm like, park? Don't you got stuff for the party? I'm like, you guys need to eat over there, man. Just brought his car in. He had to move it eventually because it was illegal, but still, you know, we
Drove
out
it straight into where everybody was sitting.
But we go to those shows and there's never no dramas. You know what I mean?
That's good,
Yeah.
man.
You
That's
know,
the
there's
best
never
part,
no
bro.
dramas. Like we don't have that kind of crowd, that kind of following. So
Yeah.
it's all a lot of people,
I don't
a
get
lot of
that
love,
shit, bro.
you know?
Like going to, because people specifically go to hip hop shows just for the drama.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's a thing. Like this community out here.
Yeah, they're
and-
called police.
Yeah. police that don't wear a uniform. That's it, bro. Or they
Bro.
don't have a job. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, at our last show, we had so much police. Like, I had to tell the guy, like, if these undercovers are gonna keep coming in, they're gonna have to buy a ticket.
Yeah, wow.
Bro, they were
Really?
loaded with police. Yeah, there was just something around that time, nothing to do with us, but they
I
were
think-
after hip hop music.
Yeah.
So they parked up all in front. They let the house manager know, like, we're pulling up.
yeah,
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
There was a big. I mean, there was a
No,
big
you
thing
can,
about at all the OneFour shows. They were like trying to target them as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you could use this footage, but well, the thing about the 1-4 thing is they can't perform because they're named after a criminal, after what is labeled a criminal organization. You know what I mean? So any venue that works with them to make money, they're making money for a criminal organization. The local police department is going to call their house
Right.
manager like, "Hey man, what are you thinking?" You know,
Right.
but that's the I don't know if they could like separate and sell a show as like JM or you know single artists,
Right.
You know, but that's the main problem is that if you make money for 1-4 on the books and how they fucking look at this group, how they look
it
at
just
these
looks
people,
a bit weird, right?
they make it look like that though. They
That's
make it look
crazy.
like that though. These guys, they're normal guys making great music. Fucking,
Hey, man.
they
Let
can't
them do what
perform.
they
They
do.
can't make money. They can perform wherever they want. We could pull up here, but they can't make
charge 'em.
money.
Yeah.
They can't make money. They should
That's
be making
fucked, bro.
money for like their hard work. You know, like what they did for Australia.
hell yeah.
They should be making. I'm sure they are, but should be making a lot more. You know, show money's.
I think the
something
one people
special.
that deserves
Yeah.
to get the piece of the pie is the one who created the pie.
right?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Like
We're-
without them, there wouldn't be this such an explosion of like of music.
Exactly. They made everyone like confident, like myself included, because I wasn't dropping music when they dropped. And then I saw them, and then it was like, fuck, we can do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's time. Like, we can do it.
That's mad. That's mad.
There was such a whole period of time where in rap, like, you couldn't do it unless you knew people. You couldn't do it. And then we saw people who look like us, and we're just like, yo, that's it. We're on. And it gave everyone confidence. You see it now. You see it now.
Oh man, comparing it like the last few years to 10 years ago, bro, like it's always the same. Like it's different, bro.
Yeah, it's
energy
a
is
different feel. It's a different feel.
It feels like there's more eyes. So like with the OneFour, like I feel like their contribution was bringing this sound from out west.
Yeah.
Like international, do you know what I mean? Because like it was those their clips, like their music that people started doing those reviews or reaction videos.
Yeah.
Like people from the UK, from America, going like, "Holy shit! Look at the hip hop in Australia." So that now, because music's so accessible now, for like a lot of people, it's like that now there's more eyes coming towards here, and then it's given everyone here going like, hey man, if people are going to be watching or there's like market for it, fucking let me show you what I got. And then, you know, it keeps pushing the, you know that whole thing of like, you go to Brazil, the best soccer players are there because they start from young. It's like our kids now going like, well, fuck, if this music thing is like, there's actually like a way to make it, then
man.
Fuck, I want to get started
That's
on
right.
shit
Yeah,
now, dude.
100%.
It just gets better and better.
That's right. It's the most positive thing too, especially being them from their area. Like, imagine if they could show everyone a way like to do this. You know? Essentially, like you're saving lives. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They can't make money, bro. Like they're not allowed to make money. These are look how highly we're speaking of these people. You know what I mean?
I think it speaks volumes. Like even you found inspiration from them doing that. Like people that look like you said, people that look like us, making it and like creating music, and them like building something from just their talent.
That's
you know,
right.
like their creative
right.
skills.
It feels as though like we're so, what do you call it? Like we're really late to the party. Not the music wise, but the way government's looking at this shit. Because if you think about how hip hop was treated back in the early 90s, like late 80s.
Yep.
Like you watched NWA and shit, right? They couldn't perform at places. They go, oh yeah, these guys are inciting violence and shit.
Yeah.
But they're rapping about shit about the violence that's going on in their life, not the shit that they're creating. You know what I mean? Like it's just coming out through their art. And then eventually, like hip hop in America matured to the point where, all right, we know what you're rapping about now.
And now it's part of society. Everybody loves hip hop. Everybody,
exactly. And then over here in Australia, it's like, well, fucking, this thing happened fucking 30 years ago in America, dude. Like it's, we got to wait 30 years until we get to the point where you realize OneFour wasn't fucking around. Like, they're just rapping about their shit, like rather than starting shit, you know?
It's crazy. That's the politic part of it. You know? No one really no one chats about it. So fucking, it's crazy shit like that. And
it's a good thing that they've pushed the boundary, but they're also being held back so much.
But at the same time, we have to think more 3D about the situation and not just blame it on the government. But also just, we need to check ourselves as well as
100%
hip hop lovers, as hip hop artists and stuff. You have to check yourself, because like some people like incite that violence, like, and then try to live their lyrics, try to live that fantasy lifestyle of like, you know, being because like the problem with hip hop and the good thing about hip hop are the same thing, trying to be real. You know, like you try to be real to the sense that I want to be real in my music, that it's a replication of my life.
If I speak it, then I need to do that.
Yeah, and some people, like even Jay-Z had an interview with David Letterman in that Netflix show, saying that you know, David Letterman asked, is hip hop real? Like what they say in their lyrics real? And Jay-Z himself said verbatim, like, nah, it's all exaggerated lyrics. It's all like a fantasy thing. It's like watching a movie. You know, you're an entertainer. Yep. And people don't see that. You know, like people see that, I'm a hip hop artist, I got to be as real as possible, and that bemes a problem. You know, it becomes a problem.
Yeah, that's right. It's especially on like what you consider real is. You know, people will listen to OneFour and think real is going out and hurting someone.
Yeah,
you know, but it's how they take the music.
Yeah.
You know, like you're right. We're behind like 30 years as the way they consume, because people will hear the energy. OneFour is so easy to sing along to.
Yeah.
They feel like it's them. They feel like they need to do what someone else has spoken about.
And if we want to circle back with what we were talking about earlier, how like if you once you release music, it's no longer yours. It's what they perceive the music as.
Right.
Someone can see it as a way to
Yeah,
incite
wow,
violence.
man.
You
Yeah.
know. So we have to think that way of a 3D like thinking, that we can't always focus on the good stuff. Like, oh, you're taking good stuff out of my shit. You have to take responsibility of the bad shit that people take out of it as well. You know,
I think that's in the rapper's responsibility, or the writer's responsibility. Like, you got to be mindful of what you're saying. You know, like if you know that your energy and this lyric will incite something. Some people will do it on purpose, but all artists got to be mindful of what they're doing.
You have to have your intentions checked, but it's like no matter what your intentions are, there's always going to be both the positive reaction and a negative reaction. And like you can have your own like perception of what you want to put in your music. There's always going to be a negative reaction to it, whether it be
100%.
someone hating on it, like that's a lower level, or someone just inciting violence out of it, which is the higher level that we want to avoid. But yeah, it's just that as long as your intentions are in check, then you should be. I think you're in that right direction. But if you intend to incite violence, if that's your intention, then you should really reevaluate of what you're doing in hip hop.
Hip hop really is about to walk that line, because you have those rappers, those really hype rappers that not really incite violence, but those mosh pits get violent. You know. So it's a fucking fine line. You got to know what you're listening to. As consumers need to be mindful of what they're listening to. Actually listen to the artist. Don't just.
And hip hop's diverse as well. Like we're
right.
talking about a very small part of hip hop.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
right.
like, there's
the
also
tiniest.
like we can't say that one hip hop artist is the same as the other, because one can be like talking about life of violence, life of struggle, while the other one's talking about conscious rap, like trying to uplift people through lyrics and stuff. You know, like there's always different type of artists in hip hop, which is what, you know, back to your government point, is that people, once what the government sees and what the politician sees, what the police sees is one sort of hip hop, and turns it into a, okay, this is all hip hop type of thing.
Yeah. Hip hop is life. That's how fucking the governments work. That's how racism works. They make one bad person and they paint everyone that looks like that with the same thing. It's no different from what hip hop is. You have one bad rapper with one bad show, it's going to be hard for me to book my next one.
That's it.
You know what I mean? It's
and we're trying to build like as hip hop artists, especially in Australia, where 10 years ago it was nothing. Closest to nothing, like you couldn't even make a community. Like if you want to be more communal in terms of hip hop, you got to consider that. Like oh, if I fuck up on my show and cause all this ruckus and stuff, and don't have it toned down and diffused immediately, and it goes left like quickly, that's gonna fuck up your show. That's gonna fuck up a LOC show. That's gonna fuck up a DeAndre show. You know what I mean?
That's right, man. And that shows. When those situations happen in the scene, and you all will know this information now, those are the people that actually care about our culture, and the ones who just trying to who don't. Really. It's just like that, because they'll go.
I guess in a bigger picture, right? Like when you were mentioning earlier, like when you came here to the drop-ins, like okay, there's people that think about the show, or there's ones that are like, all right, I'm gonna kill everybody type shit. And then there's the ones
that's right.
fucking up the culture for everyone, and the ones that just think about themselves.
It's crazy. It's hard to navigate, but like it's like I said, hip hop is exactly like life. So
the thing about hip hop, it's so unique that it can go left really quickly. No other genre. No, you can't say that about any other genre. Like
I don't know, I've seen some heavy metal concerts that were fucking.
Bro. Oh yeah.
I've seen some crazy shit, man.
I've got a mate who, like, this is years ago. He'd go to a rock concert or a heavy metal concert, and he'd put a mouth guard in and then jump into the mosh pit and just like throw elbows and like just want to just like fight.
And that's implemented into the culture of it.
Yeah.
Like that's what you expect and everything. But I feel like with hip hop, especially because it's a young genre, well, it's getting older now. Like in Australia, there needs to have more of the OGs. You know, the OGs that really keep people in check. Because like as I feel like hip hop now there's not enough OGs. There's a lot of young people running around.
Yeah, that's right.
So they're new to this thing. It's like, imagine there's not enough parents, a lot of kids. You know what I mean?
But I don't feel like anyone's really graduated like that. Everyone wants to like mix up the word OGs with people who just like get old. Like we're all getting old. I can't just turn 40 and become an OG, do nothing.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
Respect is given. Like,
you know what I mean? We need someone who can break those fucking boundaries and molds, and then he can keep us in check. He or she can keep us in check.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have no reason to listen to these motherfuckers.
yeah, that's it.
You
That's
know
the
what I mean?
mentality of a lot of
Just
people.
because you're older than me, this is hip hop. Age doesn't matter in hip hop. Probably 7-year-old rappers that fucking can serve me out. You know?
Yeah.
So
It's just that respect that's the missing thing in between, not generations, but with each other. Because like, if you respect someone and they tell you yo, you got to tone it down a bit, you'd listen to that person. So like, if we can't have any OGs, we need to find people that we can respect or people that respect you, and then be the person to be like, yo, you're wilding out right now. You just need to calm down.
yeah, it's more of the two-way respecting. Like the hip-hop scene especially, like here, it was segregated for ages.
Yeah.
Segregated for ages, whether it's like cliques or managers or even the underground not working together because they're in competition, just a bunch of hungry cunts, you know? It's just, now it's everyone's like coming together. And then we'll see where it goes.
I feel like there's a whole, the whole, because we talked about like OneFour inciting this new wave of music, people getting more confident. There's a lot of new artists more than just like, it's a new thing. Everyone's a new artist now.
A lot of what we're talking about here is the like our experience in Western Sydney, you know, New South Wales, Australian hip hop and Australian rap. I think you make reference to it in one of the songs as well. Since when did Adelays become Mandems? Yeah. And it was like, and I was thinking about it, and because I was listening to the lyrics, like, do people make comparisons between Australian hip hop and the UK
of course
hip hop? Is that why you guys brought it up in your songs?
Not because people make comparisons. It's because there's artists, like you said, it's so easy to become an artist. Every second person is an artist.
Yeah.
They're seeing something that works, which at this time would be UK Central C and sounds like that.
Yep.
You know, and they'll imitate it for the views, for their friends to say it's good, whatever reason, they'll imitate it.
Yeah.
But us, like I said, the community doesn't know how to like consume
that
all the way yet. So they're like saying, yeah, this is mad because it sounds like Central C.
Yeah.
But
it's Chinese whispers at the end of the day because like, people are not the people who are influenced, say, by OneFour or that crop there. They're influenced by them, and that's been influenced by someone else. That's been influenced by UK drill, UK grime, and that sound.
That's right.
It's just been passed down like Chinese whispers.
That's right.
It kind of like goes back to, it's like a mad circle back. Like, you know, when they're saying like it's influenced by the UK and stuff, but it's like it's sounding like them to try and merge into this market that, you know, people are enjoying now. But it goes back to that point earlier when you're saying like you were influenced by Tupac, but you sound nothing like him. It's his lessons that
messaging.
What influence you, not his sound,
energy. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But now you got the little kids like they go, no, this is my Central C's my influence. That's why I sound exactly like the motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
So what do you sound like without this content? You know what I mean? Then,
but music is like a pure reflection of, or any sort of writing is a reflection of self. So after they do the 2 songs that sound like Central C, they have to fall back on what they know, and they don't know shit.
Yeah.
You know, when the first 2 songs, you should have been building what you know, like
who you are.
You should have been learning. Instead, you're just copying, and you're not gonna learn.
And
like
at the end of the day, like, I can't hate on someone copying, like not copying, but like being influenced in that way because it works sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Some artists have done it and it's worked for them. Like, I can't hate on it, but it's just become to a point that the sound's saturated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, now every single person is like into that sound. It's not trying to be like hipster and be like, you know, I liked it before everyone else became it. It's just that one thing, if you hear it over and over again, too much of anything is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's and it's like with the way that like Sydney's dropping music. You see how we do those the Instagram rollouts. Everyone drops a trailer and this that. So every week we're getting psyched for something new. Imagine you're excited for something new, and every week you get the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, eventually you get fucking frustrated. And as an artist, I can say like, "Hey, you're a shit cunts." You know, like, but I say it in my music because I can say whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? That's just how it works, and it's hard. It fucks, like we said, it fucks up everything for the rest of us, you know? Those guys are getting shine that other people should be getting. Not even saying myself, like maybe people who are coming up now, who are actually hungry, who actually have a talent, you know, they're getting robbed of their shine.
At the end of the day, even when there's a lot of people out there, the cream of the crop will always rise to the top.
100%.
As in, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Bars.
At the end of the day, the genre is saturated, but the people who are doing it for their reasons and that are successful, or like even are the ones with talent, they'll be the one that'll have that longevity. Yeah. Like, for example, like I'm gonna say it like now, there's a podcast every second.
100%.
There's a podcast every second, but only a few could be in that like top 1%.
Fucking talk to him. Talk to him, boys.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
just trying to be real.
Y'all on episode 200 and what?
We've been doing this for 5 years, man, and we've been like doing it every week consistently.
Yeah, that's right. But consistency is the thing. That's why you can flex.
Yeah.
You stay consistent.
There's a phrase. It's like the man that enjoys running is going to run further than anyone else. Like,
that's it.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's the passion, it's the consistency, it's all of that stuff.
At the end of the day, we're here for the long game. And then the people who are in it for the long game will see that. You know, like people who are in it for the short term, they'll probably reach that goal, and then after that, then what?
Yeah.
You know?
But even us at the long game, like I've felt that over this past year. Like I crack a goal, like I set goals every year, and I hit that shit in March.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I still got a fucking whole year to go, you know?
Yeah.
Make new goals.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you haven't written enough goals.
Yeah.
Keep getting those goals, man.
Underestimated myself or something.
Bro.
You know?
I love that we're having this conversation.
Let's go. Men empowering men.
This is crazy, man.
This is the most inspirational Cheatcoders I've ever fucking seen. Shit.
Told you, like, go geeky with the music talk because it'll be reciprocated.
Yeah.
But like right now, I want to dwell into something else. I want to introduce it this way instead because, like, I want to apologize to you on behalf of the Filipino community.
Hold on.
Because I feel like us as a Filipino community, we can be a bit too arrogant for our own good. Thinking that someone that looks like us is us.
It's an ongoing thing.
It's an ongoing thing. For some reason, every time I see someone that looks Filipino, I automatically thought they were Filipino. And LP was one of those guys.
Man.
I thought that's what the P stood for, bro.
Il Filo.
Il Filipino.
Il Filo.
But when I found out that you were Indonesian, and I didn't even find out from you, I found out through the grapevine, and I was like, oh shit, I feel bad. Automatically thinking he's Filipino.
No, there's people out there that still, like, they watch my interviews, and they still, like, treat me like I'm Filipino. Nowadays, I'm just with it. Like, yeah, hell yeah. What's up?
Yeah, mabuhay.
Yeah, man. I was just drinking Uber Cream, man. You know? Uber Cream, 7,000 islands, man. You know, I'm in here. I'm with you guys.
It's just the funniest, like, ironic thing. Like, we always be like, oh, we don't all look alike. We're not all the same. What are you always mistaking us for this? And then we just do it ourselves.
You know what it is?
Shout outs to like Garcia and I have a mate in high school. Shout outs to him, Chris Sanak. Because he's Indonesian.
Yeah, he was another dude. I thought it was
Filipino, man. But
you know, and in every Indonesian story, we're always outnumbered. We're always outnumbered. See, they had one friend that was Indo. Two philos. So automatically it's like, yeah, you're one of us, cunt. You know what I mean?
He never said nothing, dude.
Because he was scared. He was outnumbered. What can he do? Yeah, what can he do? Indos aren't the biggest of people either. I'd like to throw that out there.
I started speaking to him in Tagalog at school, and he's like, bro, you've met my mum. I'm Indonesian.
I've known you for 6 years.
Legit, year 7, 8, and 9, I thought he was Philo. I was like, I brought him some pancit, right? Okay, bro, you want some pancit? And he goes, no, I don't need that. And I was like, shit, more for me, bro.
Yeah.
I never thought anything of it.
That wasn't a red flag for you because of that.
No, I didn't.
But even the food, even when they say yes, it's just because it's delicious.
That's it, bro.
It doesn't mean because we're Filipino.
The arrogance of Filipinos are just like, okay.
I always hear, because there's a lot of Filipino artists in Sydney, and they post every time like we do something and they're involved, they'll post it on their TV and whatever.
Yeah.
You always hear the mum or the auntie in the back. Oh, is he Philippine?
Yeah.
Oh, is that from Risby? Oh, let's go. I was like, oh man.
Filipino.
You know what it comes down to? Filipinos like to claim the most talented people. I've seen my parents watch Australian Idol, watch like the music shows, and then when they see an Asian singing there, they're 100% sure that that's a Filipino. Just because they're singing and they're Asian.
They don't deviate.
I know some good Philo singers, man. They got that twang, man.
Garcia and I were listening to music. There's a song called Brown Eyed Blues by a singer called Adrian Hood.
Fucking love that song.
And he is Australian. I think he's from Melbourne.
He does not look like an R&B singer.
He doesn't look like an
at all. He looks like the dude that would give me the wine and body of Christ. And
then like, because Garcia and I were like, oh man, I didn't realize he was Australian, like Caucasian Australian.
Yeah.
Thought he was like, you know.
Oh, he's Caucasian?
Yeah, he's Caucasian.
I didn't even know he was Australian. I've known that song for over a decade. I've known that song. Wow.
And then we were like, oh, if he's not, because we thought he was what's it called, African American or something, right? And then we were like, oh, if he's not African American, maybe he's Filipino, because my cousins, because my cousins, like one of my cousins' last name is Hood.
I love the priorities of levels, right? It's like talented singers, African Americans.
Nah, he's Filipino. he must be Filipino.
I mean, I skipped. I skipped all the islanders. The islanders should be in the priority. It's like
hell yeah.
African American, Islander,
Australians
Filipino.
wasn't even in my top 10. Let alone one from Adelaide.
Damn.
And then you're like, oh, he's not Filipino. He must be Indonesian. He must be Indonesian for sure.
Wow. Nah, there's no one like that. You could say, oh, Jessica Malboy. She's Indonesian.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
Hey,
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's gangster shit.
that is gangster.
It's because we're trying to claim the
We've been
talented Asians.
we've been trying to claim Guy Sebastian for a long time.
Right.
Is that
You
dude
know,
not
I'm
Filipino?
still convinced that Guy Sebastian's Filipino.
Is Guy Sebastian not Filipino?
I don't think he's
he is.
Filipino,
Bro,
bro.
one
Well, we've
dude-
been trying to claim him ever since Australian Idol 2001.
Brody's Filipino. 100% he's Filipino.
One dude in high school said Ash Ketchum was Filipino. I said, shut the fuck up.
Hell
He's
no.
an anime character, dude. No, but wait.
You haven't seen the movie? He's white. You ain't seen the movie? He's white, man.
The whole claiming people, because we did that shit with Pacquiao, obviously.
Yeah.
Like people on the big stage, like Bruno Mars and stuff. Who are the artists that Indos claim?
None.
No?
Nah. Like maybe, I guess I'm not that tapped in.
Even the
That
dudes
way?
in like the movies and shit? Because I know like with Indonesia comes out with like
Oh,
mad movies. Like
Yeah, but like nothing on like the world.
World scale.
Yeah. Well, not in my world anyway. Not in my world. I guess there's an Indonesian rapper named Seikoji. But like
Rich
Shout
Brian's Indo, isn't he?
Rich Brian's Indo, but like he's like
He's
Jakarta
different in it, right.
Indo. Like Indo's got we got our own fucking.
Okay, can you explain that to me? He's like,
So
what's
when
the-
you look at Rich Brian, very Chinesey looking guy, this guy. And when you
Yeah,
look
I
at
wanted,
LP,
I wanted to ask you that because I know a lot of people in high school that are Indo, and me being not into not mature, I thought they were Chinese.
yeah, well, they're called Chindos. So there's like 100%.
Chinese
There's like
Indonesian.
Chinese Indonesian. There's like a whole half of like Indonesia where they're all white. They look like that, you know, and they're mostly from like Jakarta and I guess Bandung and all
Well,
that.
I'm just so ignorant. So what's the, you know how with Philos and we got Spanish last names because the Spanish came out. What happened in Indonesia? Can
So
you school us on this?
the Spanish came to Timor
Yeah.
and pretty much stayed there. So even in Indonesia, after we got half of them that look like us.
Yeah.
And my last name is Pereira. which is not an Indonesian thing.
Right.
You know, you roll that R as parera.
Parera.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we also have that
Okay.
Spanish thing, but there's one whole side that didn't, and there's also like a side closer to Papua New Guinea, because when you look at the map, it's the same thing.
I just
Right.
want to take back my apology because like your last name sounds philo as fuck.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I mean?
You haven't made it easy on us.
Filipino ba siya?
But the
What's his
Spanish,
last name?
the
Parera.
Spanish,
Yeah, it's Filipino.
Spanish try claim me too.
Yeah.
Spanish try claim me too. And for,
We're trauma bonding.
you know what I mean? That's how it is.
The Filipinos and the Indonesians.
They ain't never call me
Trauma bonding.
Indonesian. I've never met someone like
Over
you're
the Spanish.
Indonesian, man.
I mean, there's
I can
also,
imagine a Spanish guy walking past us and like, this motherfucker.
¿Qué pasó? Nah, bro, I don't know what you're fucking talking about, bro. Like,
If you wore my Dickies, man, straight up, people be like, "¿Qué pasó?" What up, man?
bro, and the thing is,
What up, fool?
I like to dress like that. I love the Chicano look, and then it's just like, especially with how my hair is and shit, the tattoos, they're just like, they're like, fuck.
Like with
today I will cosplay as a Chicano.
You know what I'm saying?
So with the Filipinos, there's always a colorism type of divide where the darker the skin, some people look down at darker skin Filipinos. Is that the same with the Chindos and
In
the
Indo,
darker skin?
Yeah, 100%.
Indonesians?
100%. It's all like that. Even like from their military, their government.
Really?
Yeah, man. Even all the way, like I said, we're close to the PNG.
Yeah.
The way Indonesia has treated PNG has been fucking horrible.
Right.
It's been like, it's disgusting. Like, you don't even want to be Indonesian when you go down.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but that shit's all real. Like, until this day, like that's still going. Even now, like when I was younger, all the Chindo parents didn't want their kids hanging out with me. Even the brown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I wasn't like a bad kid at all. You know what I mean. I was cool.
It's just the old school way of thinking, right?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, that's right. Even Indonesians, when they find out where I'm from in Indonesia, they're just like, yeah, them people, I like that.
Far out, bro.
Shoot them people.
No,
You know?
man.
But that's just how it is. And I think like as Asian, like Southeast Asians in Australia, like we get used to this shit.
Yeah.
We talk like this amongst our cousins and shit. It's a bit weird now because there's cameras and a microphone, but no one can fucking say we're wrong right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
100%.
No one can say we're wrong. We're just talking about it publicly.
There's a lot of similarities with
Do you wash your
Filipinos and
ass with
Indonesians.
a bucket?
Yeah, with my hand.
Your hand as well? Like
Yeah.
backhand bucket?
Yeah,
What do you call it?
I do it probably chebo.
Jebo.
Yeah.
Chebo.
So
Us is
tabo.
called
But see
tabo.
how close it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chebo
But
and
like-
tabo, bro.
Yeah, it's all close.
Yeah.
It's mad. We live the same.
I'm pretty sure you're just a multiverse version of us.
Yeah, see, that's still claiming us, bro. He's still trying to claim us, bro. We're just coexisting.
We're on the same wavelength. It's
We're-
just different language. You know what I mean? That's what I'm
It
saying.
is.
We were both colonized by the Spanish.
Yeah, bro, it's like that shared trauma.
Shared trauma.
We got
Shit.
the same language too. I bet you at one point it was just like everyone was chilling here, and then there was like a creek, there was like a water thing that was going across. It's got wider and wider.
Yeah.
And you go, oh shit, man, it's become a river. And then it's become an ocean. Hey, we're the same people, right? Still, yeah. Chebo. All right, cool.
Yo,
Stay true to yourself. Don't use toilet paper.
come back 100 years later. You guys still doing the pork thing?
Yeah.
You guys- yeah. Oh, we lit then.
What do you call the pork thing?
You guys do the spit roast thing, like where it's
Not the way you guys do it.
Right.
Not the way you guys do it. It's like a whole different way of cooking.
How do you guys do it?
Not really much spit roasting there. In Bali, they get the big pigs and put them on like massive bamboo sticks.
Right.
Is that a
And-
big thing there though? Because majority of
Nah,
Indonesia is
that's why
Muslim, right?
Indonesia is the highest Muslim populated country.
Yeah.
So the pork thing is not.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
lechon would have been a big thing.
No way. That's
To be
right.
honest, when I was a kid, the only way I could tell Indonesians apart from Filipinos is if they're Muslim.
Yeah.
It was the
Mostly
cultural
Muslim.
wear. It's the clothes that they wear. I'm like, okay, definitely not Filipino.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
there's,
right.
There's no cross to be seen. Nothing else. So I was like, that's
But
the way
like-
I could really identify Asian.
Even me, I'm not Muslim and I wasn't raised a Muslim. But every time I go to the Indonesian events, everyone else is Muslim.
Yeah.
They're either Muslim or they're Chindo, and they don't like me anyway. So it's always different, you know what I mean? It was always
Fucking hell.
rough. That's why all my friends.
Of course, you became a rapper.
all my friends are Lebanese.
All your friends are Lebanese.
All my friends are Lebanese.
Your group is
bro.
like full of islanders.
All my friends are Lebanese and Moldy, man. They took me in with open
His whole
arms.
childhood's like, I got something to write about.
Yeah, that was.
I got these
truly
ambitions
different.
and I'm gonna write.
I'll break down these walls, man.
Oh man.
Oh,
You have like a broom that's like all sticks and stuff, and then you just
Yeah, we call it sapu.
Sapu.
Sapu lidi.
sapo lidi.
Yeah, so sapu, it means brooming. Lidi is those sticks.
Yeah.
We talk the same too. Our dialect is like back to front. It's only English that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Man,
That was
I'm so
gonna.
fascinated and stuff.
it is, bro.
there's like a whole list of
That was gonna
words and
be-
stuff that's the same.
Yeah, that was gonna be my. That's interesting. It was like a part of comparisons, because like for us, what I thought was interesting, right? Because for Filipinos, there's this stigma that we eat dogs, right? And Asians eat dogs, and I think most of the Asian people that I know all name their dogs after food. Like one of the one of
It's hilarious.
I
That's
like
that is
honestly,
interesting. That's
like if they don't like that stigma, like, oh yeah, we don't eat dogs, But then my friend names her dog Oishi, which means like delicious in Japanese. I'm like, why would you?
The stigma.
Why would you perpetuate the stereotype?
Yo.
And then there's one like,
Yo,
the
why do you think that we eat dogs? Like, it's not true. By the way, meet my dog Ube.
meet my dog Biscuit? Like, just like,
My dog Sinigang.
do you guys get that as well? Like in
Oh,
Indonesia,
shit.
that is that a thing that people like
Well,
stereotype?
in Indonesia, they be eating dogs.
For real?
So I don't know, like,
Yeah.
they can stereotype that all they want.
Yeah.
They be eating dogs over there. Like, it's a very regular thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Obviously, it's not like a dog off the street, and it's not a pet who's like
Is it farmed and stuff?
yeah, it's farmed just
Yeah.
like their chickens are or
Yeah,
whatever.
It's just normalized.
Yeah,
though.
it's not like-
it was once normalized in the Philippines. Like now it's a bit more
Oh,
regulated.
like certain provinces, it's still normalized.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
I'm pretty sure
advertised,
if
but
you go
it's a normal
if you
thing.
go to some places, like I just recently found out, I went to Bali recently, and they don't do any of the food from my city anymore. It's very westernized.
what's
there.
your city?
Kupang. So that's on
Kupang.
the west of Timor.
Right.
So that's the dark skin.
You're Tupac to the core, bro. Everywhere you go, it has to be the West.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tupang Shakur.
Tupang. Wow.
This guy's a genius, bro.
Wow. I'm gonna need to sign him.
This guy is a genius.
That's a
Wow, we just need him in a brainstorming room. Jeez, man. Wow.
Tupang shoot.
Wow.
Tupang Chabo.
If you want to turn anything Asian, you call Garcia.
Oh, bro. But yeah, like,
But yeah, the comparisons are fucking crazy. Like, and I'm pretty sure most Indos will say they've dealt with it their whole lives. There's just a lot of Filipinos in Sydney.
yeah.
There's just a lot of Filipinos in Sydney.
Well, what's in your experience? Is there a lot of Indonesians in in Australia? Like,
Oh
or-
yeah, there is
Do
actually.
you see like every single second person is like in Indonesian? 'Cause I feel like cultures just attract themselves. Like, well, for me as a Filipino, like everywhere I go, it just seems like Filipino seems to be there.
Yeah.
Is that like would you like every certain places that you go? It's just where
Where's the
Indonesians-
biggest
Yeah.
community of Indos here in Sydney or in like? New South Wales?
Like, I don't know, but I know they all meet up Dulwich Hill ways.
Right.
That's where I come from, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So the fillers used to be.
So do you know a lot of Indos from Dulwich Hill? Like, did you come up in Dulwich Hill?
No. We moved out west like
They
while I
probably
was a
didn't even
kid.
tell you that they're Indo.
Yeah,
You
that's
probably-
what I'm
you
saying.
probably think that you're
that's
hanging
the
out with
one
the
mate. That's their Indo mate. Fucking, they're shouting out.
You just said that. Oh, there's a couple Filipinos there. They probably weren't Filipino.
Nah, over there, they were telling their mates that I was Indonesian.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Bro, and like
He's
it's
from Tuvang as well.
it's like, and I think one of the things as well, like there are Indonesian, or there's Indonesian culture in our culture or in and around us, and it's as if people don't even it's just a normalized thing, right?
Yeah.
Like there's the mee goreng.
Yeah,
That
that's,
people
Holy
have.
shit.
Bro,
that's
it's in
ours
Wool-
though. That's
it's-
ours though.
Yeah, 100%.
That's ours.
That's my
though.
air freshener in my car, dude. I'm not
It's-
even kidding.
That's
bro.
wild,
Bro,
bro.
and because like they sell it in Woolworths.
Yeah.
Like you can buy mee goreng and stuff like that. And I've eaten mee goreng.
But you know how good
most
it
of
is?
my life.
It's in Woolworths, but it's in the
International,
noodles,
yeah.
noodles section.
Yeah, not in the
not
Asian food aisle.
Not in the
Yeah.
Asian aisle.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was there before the Asian aisle came out.
Yeah, but
Oh,
fucking
man.
PSA, don't get your mee goreng from fucking
Woolworths.
Woolies.
No, you get it from the Asian grocers.
It's right across. It's the same for one packet. You get a box of 10.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're running you up. I don't care about Woolies.
That's like that's I don't know. I feel like mee goreng just changed the lives of all Asians, and I feel like that's like the biggest export of Indonesia.
It is. It has to be. Everyone worldwide
Yeah.
knows what mee goreng is.
Yeah, bro.
Like
So
that-
good.
Really, they're speaking our language. They're speaking Indonesian without even knowing it.
But
fried
mee
noodle.
goreng is an actual like dish in
Yep.
Indonesia.
Mi means noodle. Goreng means fried.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but when you say when you think mee goreng, do you think of the packet or do you think of the dish?
I think of the packet.
The packet.
I think of the packet. I'm not like I don't really be eating either too much unless I'm really broke. And then
Because
I have like
I know, like in America, when they think ramen,
don't
they
expose
think
me, bro. Don't expose me.
Oh no, we can all be real, bro. Come
in
on.
America when they say ramen, they mean a packet like
Yeah,
a
they
2
mean
minute
the
noodles.
2 minute noodles.
They don't think about the Japanese
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah,
That's
and we
because
think-
America's
yeah.
racist. That's because America's racist.
And when we think of noodles, we think of mee goreng. That's what I think of when
Yeah.
I'm like when I want to cook some mee goreng. I just want some instant noodles.
They call it Indomie in other countries.
Yeah.
Indomie. Well, that's the brand. That's the company.
Yeah.
Indomie.
It's like, man, mee goreng is the shit, dude.
Yeah, it's good. Everyone loves that shit. You know what? Coming up to when I would tell people I'm Indonesian, I'll be like, yeah, I'm Indonesian. They'll be like, oh fuck, man, I love mee goreng. Oh fuck, man, I didn't create it. I don't give a fuck what you like, bro. What the fuck? Get out of my face.
You're Indonesian? Oh, I love nasi goreng.
Yeah, oh man, I've been to Bali. Good for you, bro. I haven't, bro. I'm from Sydney, bro. You better back the fuck up away from me.
I love it. Like every culture has that thing that people always tell them when they meet you.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be like, I'm Filipino. I love ube cake. Come on, man, back the fuck up.
That's one thing that I was kind of curious, right? Because, you know, Indonesia's like, well, at least for Australia anyway, but Indonesia's like one of the top destinations for holidays, like holidays and shit, right? Which is usually not the best representation of people when you're like introduced to, I don't know, like a different culture.
Yep.
Do Indos look at Australia as different? Because we don't really, like, Philippines isn't really known as like, oh yeah, that's the place where Australians go for their holidays. All their drunk cunts, they go to Manila. We don't have that.
We get the
Thing,
hipsters.
alright.
Oh, yeah.
The
No,
hipsters
no,
who
no.
want to go to Bali, they'd be like, oh, let's go to Boracay because no one knows about that one.
Oh, right. I think the whole thing about Australian people going to Bali, like being such a thing, it's because that's how they live over there. As drunk as you want to be, they drink more over there.
Right.
So they're just like really fitting in. So because of that,
Oh, the locals, you mean?
yeah, the locals,
okay.
like the locals, the everyday
Right.
people, those shopkeepers, this is what they do.
Right.
So when the Aussies come through and act like that, not one of these people would be like, they're fucking weird cunts, rude people, or whatever. They'd say, oh, these guys, they fucking go hard.
tourism is important.
Tourism is important,
the day,
especially in
yeah.
Bali. Bali is all fucking, it's like it's curated for tourists.
Yeah.
You know, all the food's westernized. You can't get like proper
There's
good food there.
There's places in Bali that made me feel like I'm not in like Bali. I'm just in Australia.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I went to Phuket and in Thailand, and I just felt like I was at the Gold Coast because every
these
second person
places
was
are
a white
nice.
person, and I was like, oh shit! And they're speaking Australian accent. I was like, wow.
Yeah, in Bali you get exactly that, and we stay at like the Hard Rock Hotel, so there's nothing fucking Asian in there. That's just it's just fucking. It's like I went
Imagine
to Bali,
going to Bali just to stay at a hotel with Elvis over there,
Wow.
bro.
It's just,
and
it's
you pay an arm
absorb
and a
the
leg.
culture.
trying to immerse in the culture in this resort, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's what it is, man.
Chubba very much.
Sorry,
See
excuse
the
me.
bathroom, no toilet paper. Culture. Nice. I like
There's a
it.
culture in my hand right now.
Chubba very much.
FaceTime your parents. Hey, look, see how they got no toilet paper? Yeah, I'm out here. Yeah,
Culture.
yeah,
You know what's funny? Like poor things is culture to
100%, man.
wow. This is how they live.
Let me take a cold shower.
Take a cold shower.
I want to
cultured.
I want to go get a holiday from my normal life just to live poor.
You know, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the other thing,
Crazy
right?
to me.
And I was telling Garcia this and you guys that I wanted to go somewhere and just like live simply and just like train and then do that. Garcia was like, I wanted to do like a Muay Thai camp out in Thailand or whatever, like, you know, where there'd be less like reception and whatever. Garcia's like, bro, you could do Muay Thai here, Blacktown. Like,
Yeah, well,
They have Thai people in Blacktown.
And you just quit your job.
that's authentic,
Live on the
man.
dole.
That's authentic, man.
oh man. But and
Doing
yeah,
the Conor McGregor.
and a lot of people to get off the grid or like go on a holiday. It's just like, let me pay lots of money to pretend to be poor for a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird.
Spring rolls, what do you call them?
Spring rolls.
You have a version of spring rolls in Indonesia?
Yeah, and I think like traditionally they call it lumpia.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Lumpias.
We're just all Lumpia brothers, right?
Man.
Lumpia brothers.
Oompa Loompias.
If I'm wrong, I don't think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they're lumpia as well. But I've
Yeah.
been buying spring rolls for a long time, like
Yeah.
just spring rolls. You know what I mean?
It's been westernized to be
Yeah,
called
that's been
spring rolls.
westernized as fuck.
In America, they call them egg rolls.
Hey, egg rolls.
That's wild.
Yeah, 'cause
Y'all stupid. It's not even egg in there. Why is there egg in your fucking spring rolls? Y'all are wild.
I think the rappers
like,
made out
you
of
know, egg noodles
egg.
and stuff. Yeah, kind of the same shit.
That ain't right though. It's not like we call the wheat ones wheat rolls. It's like what the fuck? No, this is a
Tell them
plain
how
flour
you really
roll.
feel, LP. Tell them how you really feel.
Top 3 dishes from Indonesia that you love.
So it'll be satay, which is meat on a stick.
Yeah.
You know, everyone loves that. I don't know why I like that. That's simple, but eating that over there, satay with the peanut sauce is nice.
Ooh.
And then it'll be bakso, which is like our traditional, like our home soup. And then martabak, which
What type of
is
soup is it?
It's meatball soup. Meatball soup with thinner noodles than our 2-minute noodles.
Right.
But they got like, you put like fried tofu in there and load it with. It's fucking lit, bro. Like if you guys ever go to, even in Bali, it can still be good. Get a baso.
Baso.
Yeah, it's fucking really good. And then there's
What's baso in Tagalog again?
Baso is
A glass.
A glass. Glass.
oh shit.
You say that's bussin'.
You get
See,
a
it's all just it's busting.
this baso is bussin'.
Wow, wow,
Bars.
wild. Onomatopoeia. Let's go. Let's fucking go. We outside. But then there's martabak.
Martabak,
There's a
yeah.
dish called martabak where it's like that plasticky looking dough. They spread it around this the plate, the whatever they're grilling it on, and got the egg mix on the inside with the spring onion and
Oh, that's
bro, it's
That
so
looks,
fucking
incredible, yeah.
yeah. So it's like a thick crepe. It's
Oh, like a crepe.
Yeah, it's fucking lit.
so crepe.
What's your top 3 philo dishes? I feel like mine would be like very stereotypical ones.
Well, what are your favorite ones?
Mee goreng.
Well, what do you know? What's
It'd be adobo,
Martabak.
chicken adobo and rice. The lechon.
Lechon, yeah.
Yeah,
That's more of
and-
a party thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's a party thing, but I'm only really seeing your people at parties.
Yeah, that's
Because it's always a party when we're together, bro. It's
That's
always a
it.
party.
I came to fucking Cheatcoders 200 and they were doing satay at the front, and I was like, yeah, this is my people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, I wasn't just talking shit. And
We don't have a special name for it. We just called it barbecue stick. That's what we
barbecue stick.
That's what we call it, man.
With the accent, but if you don't do the accent, it doesn't.
Barbecue stick.
If you don't do the accent, that's just a chicken kebab.
I love that shit because it's a chicken kebab and then you say kebab, it's just a completely different thing.
Completely different thing, bro. It's just,
Shish kebab.
and did I say 3?
You said one more.
My third one would be your use of ube, like
Oh, yeah,
in the
dessert.
desserts.
Desserts. Halo, you have
Do
tried.
you guys have that in Indo?
The purple yam
Yeah.
or taro.
Yeah, we do, yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't use it as much as you guys. We got like we use that weird cheese, weird cheese.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. I've never been a fan of it, so I've never been
Do
acquainted.
you guys
with
have
it.
a version of your halo halo? Like, because it feels
like
like,
an
all the
ice-
Southeast Asian countries
Have
have
an
like an
ice
ice shaved. Yeah.
Yeah, our one is
Dessert.
called es chendol.
Yeah.
which is
Chendo.
Chendol,
Yeah, Chendo.
So like the Vietnamese use it's like that the pandan, the green,
Yeah.
green
Yeah.
slither things, the tapioca stuff.
Yeah.
They use that with shaved ice and
Bro,
all the,
Chendol,
like fruits and shit. Then they cover it in condensed milk and they're fucking wheels.
Can we get that anywhere here?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, where can we get that here?
It's
'Cause
like
I want to try that side by side with halo halo.
And the
Just 'cause.
Vietnamese ones as
Yeah,
well.
bro.
there's Vietnamese ones, the 3-bean sweets.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a similar thing.
Oh, man.
But there is actually no good Chendol here. Because there's like this, like, I'm pretty sure it's like a simple brown sugar syrup.
He's putting
But
out the challenge, Sydney. He's putting out the challenge.
Bro, fucking DM me. If you're an Indonesian restaurant and you think you can impress, DM me. It's like, you ain't got none. Like, and I know that. And I know that. You guys will get done by immigration soon anyway. Say, I can talk shit about the Indos because they probably know my parents. We're that rooted.
Holy shit.
Oh man, I love
Do
it.
you guys like to gossip as
man.
well? We call it chismis, where the aunties like to gossip about they know information just flies quick around the family.
Yeah, 100%.
Is there something similar to that in Indonesia?
Yeah. It's all, they all do that shit. I think all like older foreign people like to gossip. You know, as I'm becoming older, I like a bit of a gossip myself. Really.
Yeah. I'm becoming one of those people now.
I love some tea, man.
I'm like
I love
trying
some
to like figure out which ones kind of like draw us together. So like with Phil's, right, there's a stereotype of, you know, parents wanting kids to be nurses and shit. Is there like a typical, like say if you're like the average like parent, is there like a, I don't know,
Profession?
What do they want you to be?
In Indonesia, like they champion their scholars, so
Yeah.
they always want you to do something like
Academics
that.
is
Yeah,
a big
academics.
thing.
That's the shit there. So
Yep.
it's always something like that. That was never my forte.
In Phil's, it's
Technically,
always like
you're like a hip hop scholar type of thing.
Oh yeah, well,
Not
yeah,
far
that's
off.
right.
Bars.
Really, it is. It is like that.
It's not like when there's a hip hop version of a nurse, and then I like.
You know, when I wasn't making music, I would always tell like my
Dr.
missus, I would be like, "Fuck, I have such a useless talent." Like when I wasn't dropping music, cause I fucking, you're right, bro. I swear, I'm on professor level with this hip hop shit, with this rap shit, and I was doing nothing with it.
You know what? I heard somebody call rap rhythm and poetry.
Yeah, I got that tattooed across my chest in humongous letters.
Yeah.
lies.
Rhythm and poetry.
No, I swear. Look, wait, hold up. This is on camera.
Sounds like a magician, bro. It's like, you know what I'm thinking? I know what tattoo you have. Rhythm and
there.
poetry.
I got this done when I was like 14, like real young. See how big it is? Oh, sorry. I got this done when I was like 14.
Rhythm and poetry.
So rhythm, I even got the A.
Fucking hell, you're all covered, bro.
Because RAP, rhythm and poetry.
Damn! I only just heard about that recently,
Man.
man.
Rhythm and poetry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, just
That's
like
what's up, man.
R&B is rhythm and blues.
Blues, yeah.
You know, Alan is rhythm and poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Give it
technically you did
Yeah.
reach up to be a scholar.
Yeah, well,
In a-
they
in a
don't
s-
teach it in school. Well, in
Rap
America,
scholar.
they teach it in school. KRS-One.
Fucking hell. I was today years old when I found out what rap stood for.
Yeah.
Jesus
That's-
Christ.
Well, I don't know if like
Well,
that's
it is
official,
what you
but
can.
it-
It is what you.
Yeah.
It's
Say
written
it
down
what it
on
is.
your
Yeah.
body, so
There
that,
is
That's what
no
it is.
technical term.
It's real to me. That's what it's always been to me, and I can fall back on that.
yeah. Yeah, like it's good that they went with rap as the like acronym for rhythm and poetry, and not rap for R&B, because it wouldn't be as sexy. You know, be like,
Yeah, rhythm
Yeah,
and
like-
rhythm
Yeah.
and blues.
Yeah, yeah.
Rhythm and
So many rappers.
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 Fucking rappers.
It's close to rabies, you know.
That's some,
That's too
plural.
close.
Too close.
He's singing. He's like, "Hey girl, I'm just rapping at you."
When they get announced for their shows, this is the new flyest rapper.
So it's like, so when you go to a party, how do you greet the elderly and everything? So we have the manopot, which is where we put the hand on the forehead type of thing.
Oh, well, Indonesian have their like nose kiss thing, but personally,
wow.
yeah,
So it's like you guys touch each other's nose.
Yeah, yeah,
Noses. So similar to
Like the Eskimo
Ahongi,
kiss.
yeah, by the
like
Maori.
Maori, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Maori
right.
like hold theirs and they like feel that energy.
Yeah.
The Indonesian more just brush across the tip of the nose.
Yeah,
But
wow.
personally, when I walk in and greet elders, I'm like, "What's up?" I don't do that stuff. I'm very, but that is traditionally that's what they would want me to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But did it like, because I feel now that the elders now don't want to be manod because it makes them feel old. Is that something similar in the Indonesian like type of thing?
Nah, I don't think so. I feel like the older Indonesians feel like they get like power.
I once arm wrestled my uncle without even knowing it, because I was trying to lift his hand up to my forehead and he was trying to push it down. And we did that for at least a minute.
Let me fucking respect you, bro.
Just trying to give you respect.
Let me show respect.
I just imagine you trying to like do the Indonesian way, rubbing their head, and just like, come on, just let me brush your nose.
It's just like wrestling, right?
Yeah, man, it's face wrestling.
You go like this, and the other one's like that. It's like,
just want to brush your nose and give you some respect.
It's weird, man. It's weird. Even now still when the elders like approach you, because with that greeting, I don't think it doesn't matter what culture you're in, you feel it coming.
Yeah.
You know this person's coming in with their nose. Yeah. And in my head, I'm always like, fuck, I'm not keen for this. That was horrible. Yeah, it's always a pressure.
Bro, I could just imagine, because like I felt like I've been complaining that once I'm in entering a Filo household at a party, I'm going to every single one of them going, blessing. Now I feel more like you have to go through the whole miles of like, if your whole family was into it, like you'd have to go to everyone and just knows everyone.
Yeah, that's right. You would. That's what they expect. But luckily now, I used to, like when I was a kid, I would be forced to do all that shit.
Yeah.
But now, like I'm the older Indonesian, so I ain't doing that shit. And you're not coming to me with that shit.
Have people come to you? Like they're coming to you is like, you know what's happening.
No one younger. But
I just imagine like walking into an Indonesian household and there'd be a whole bunch of them just be like, okay, everybody form a circle. I'm gonna give my respect.
Rub my nose on all you motherfuckers.
oh man.
And you're gonna love it. You're gonna respect my parents because I rub my nose on you.
So the left hook is just a nose.
Your
nose is going,
line them all up.
I reckon.
Let me just rack up that respect. Just rack.
Yeah, rack up. You don't want my nose. Shit.
It's a 50-50, like that kind of greeting, eh? Because if they're hot, they'll be like, yeah, give me that.
Freak Garcia. Freak Garcia. This guy never lets me down.
Bring it in.
We're the family event, right?
Oh no, it's just showing respect, bro.
Nah, he has to check their collar to make sure they're in the family. They got to check the name on the collar. I don't know which family you belong to. Come here with that nose, girl. Come here, second cousin.
He's so close.
Oh, wild.
At least third cousin.
At least third cousin. This is all goods.
Third cousin twice removed. I don't know.
Oh, cut all that out.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro.
Man.
The grading thing would have stopped because of COVID then, right?
Yeah, bro. That would have put an end to that real quick.
Fuck, you know good and well your
masks and stuff?
elders did not care about COVID.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
My fuck.
The ones that was
Is there
susceptible to
witchcraft type of thing? Because like in the Philippines, they believe in that type of witchcraft.
black magic.
Like, black magic.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
Yeah.
My grandfather was, like it said, like he was a practitioner, and then yeah, it's pretty crazy. I was obviously too young, and he passed away when I was young. So
Yeah.
I don't remember any of it. But the stories are cool as shit. Like Indonesia is very superstitious.
I was about to lead into that.
I knew that was coming. I could feel it in the air.
It's
but
coming.
It's like that. I feel like a lot of third world countries is like that though. I feel like Indonesia and Philippines wouldn't be much different to like the dirt in Africa. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of like countries, just the Western countries included, they've got their own pantheon of gods. They've got their own like mythology and stuff like that. It's just that ours, you know, seems to be a lot more based on the nature.
Yeah, dude, we had pagan. I mean? We were following pagan gods like before the Spanish dudes came around and brought this over.
Yeah,
we were worshipping the sun and the mountains and shit. Yeah. So it goes to show.
Oh, is that why all you got those sun tattoos?
No.
Because the
That
sun's on the-
flag
on the
was
flag, so the flag.
Right.
But-
flag design.
Sorry, guys.
But I think that, but I mean,
Cut that out.
Definitely not Filipino.
Wow, that's wild.
but I mean, I think that the sun is an important part of being Filipino, because otherwise, why would they put it on the flag? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but too much sun is not good.
Yeah. They don't want that.
According to Filipinos.
Bro, too much.
Well, we love the sun. We
But
put
not
it on
too
the
much.
flag, but not too much. Just
Too much.
we
Wear
want to be
your long
light
sleeve
skinned.
and get an umbrella.
Put my
It's
picnic
okay.
in the shade.
Let me wear a hoodie at the beach.
That's hilarious, bro. But like, yeah, superstitions. What's the wildest superstitions that Indonesians
Do you guys have a version of vampires?
No. Fuck, do you guys have a version of vampires?
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
We've talked about this before. We
that's
feel like
something, man.
all of our superstitions is just for parents to say to their children,
Yeah.
so to scare them off, not to do some crazy shit.
Behave.
Because
No.
our vampires, they crave
Babies.
like pregnant women. So if you're pregnant, you're a target for one of these vampires.
And this is
It's wild.
the pregnant part. Just that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's to like.
Why do you think our
control.
population is not up there with India and China?
That one's a reach, man. That one's a big.
That's what's holding us back.
That's what's holding us back, bro.
This story. That's such a fucking.
Fucking Edward Cullen is
Cullen.
stopping us from taking over.
Oh man, that's crazy.
There's the glitter and pineapples again.
How would you what's some wild superstitions you have?
I think the craziest one in Indonesia is not to take photos in threes.
What?
Yeah, you can't take photos in threes because that puts the one in the middle in line for a quick death.
Whoa!
Oh, threes is in like a group of threes.
A group of threes,
okay.
yeah. You
Oh.
can't, yeah, if there's like three people in the photo, either one person has to come in or someone has to get out.
Really?
I swear, bro, that's
Oh,
real.
That's
man.
that's
Oh
an
my
interesting one,
That's
bro.
real.
Bro, so like that's so
Well, actually, like given.
so trios is not a thing in Indonesia.
Nah,
Like,
three
so-
is a bad number.
Yeah, three.
Wow. Why? Why is it?
I don't fucking know. I was like, my mind's very Sydney.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when I
yeah.
heard that, I was like, yeah, trip. You better fucking stay in this photo, bro. I'm about to go to Sydney
Do you know
tomorrow.
any families with 3 kids that are Indonesian or probably in your family?
Yeah,
or like-
I got 2 sisters.
okay.
We got 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids.
So you've never
yeah.
had taken a photo with all three of you?
Come to think about it,
Not in Indonesia. Not in Indonesia. They don't fuck with that over there.
The parents like, we'll Photoshop it later.
Yeah, we should make another one.
I mean, that's wild.
Make another one, or one just goes away.
Make another one or kill the new one.
We'll take one out. We'll choose.
Kill the newest one.
What's another wild one? That's a wild
Far
one.
out, man.
There's.
I can't remember off my head like shit like that, but
We'll-
they don't.
we'll trade
but
this
they
episode.
don't.
Let's
They
do it,
don't
let's
like.
do this.
You can't step over people. If someone's chilling on the floor,
Yeah, we do that too.
you
bro.
can't step
Why?
over them, huh?
Why?
Everything is because you're gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the things is you shouldn't do things because
We are
you-
less dramatic.
you're gonna kill him.
If we step over someone, we're gonna keep him short.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
wild.
height thing.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know, but that's actually more dangerous.
A lot of Filipinos superstition has got to do with height.
Bro, that's actually so dangerous because Asians be short. So you'll grow up 30 like, I know one of you fucking cunts stepped over me when I was young. I fucking know it. I know it.
I took that to heart because I remember like growing up and then being like, oh yeah, if someone steps over you, you're gonna be short. And then I was standing under a bridge, like you know how there's like trains going overhead, and I'm just like, and a train went overhead. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be short for the rest of my life. You fucked up my future. A whole train, man.
Peak hour, people hate it. Like, oh my God.
Just like fuck.
Oh man, that's a wild one, bro. Like, well, what's another? What's a Filipino superstition that's wild?
Oh, man.
I want to trade superstitions.
Trade superstition.
I think to be clear, like ghost is a thing
Yeah.
for you guys. Everyone definitely
Yeah.
believes in the afterlife. I don't know if that's a superstition, but we're
Well,
the
we're
same
all
in Indonesia.
Catholic, so we got the Catholic type of like
The Catholic
we
superstition.
got the heaven.
Oh, right, yeah, you got the heaven.
all that Catholic stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, another thing from the Spanish. So
Nice. Yeah, Filipinos love
like,
church.
at least you guys were brave enough to be like, nah, man, we'll just have our own religion.
We took that not us. Most Filipinos love church. Yeah, because most Filipinos will grow up to be like Catholic or some denomination of Christianity, and so
or topless bartenders, one or the other. Either way, you get the inspiration from the same place.
The full spectrum.
Alcohol lit.
That's bars. That's fucking bars.
Welcome to the Cheatcoders.
That statement was an onion. There's just layers on layers on that motherfucker. That's so good. That's so good. I'm going to steal that for a whole concept of a song. You guys learnt those lessons in the same place. Alcohol might be something we need to talk about.
That sounds like a good alcohol, bro. Alcohol. Oh, man. What are you drinking? Alcohol.
Oh, that's lit.
That's makulit.
Oh, man.
Well, what's another superstition from Indonesia?
I think those are the most like
That
craziest
rule of threes thing is fucking me up because
Yeah,
all my life is rule of threes.
The other thing is like scary stories. So in Indonesia or in Kupang where I'm from, there's graveyards everywhere. So my house is here and there's my house is here and there's a graveyard here.
Yeah.
Across the road there's the rest of the graveyard. So there's always the scary stories of the one girl who won't rest and sits on top of her thing.
Yeah.
And then another superstition, which is like, it was good, it made me feel comfortable, is that when we have like a family burial site, and I would be in Indonesia very young, like wilding out, getting drunk or whatever. They're like, if you ever can't make it to the house, go sleep by your grandma, and she'll look after you. For
Make sure that you'll be alright.
Yeah, so I don't know what that is, but I'd be like 15 drunk as shit, like getting to the graveyard and just pass out right there. But
crazy.
I would feel so comfortable, like, and we have one of those. Our family burial site is like size of this room here. It's just bodies on top of bodies. It's no one has a single name. It's just Pereira.
Right.
Oh shit! No.
So it's like
Above
a family.
ground?
They're all buried in the same area.
Yeah, they're
It's kind of like a crypt, like a collection of.
Yeah, no, it's more like a hole and a bunch of people inside that hole.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's one graveyard. So it's like that, and then just rocks, and then the headstone, the Pereira headstone, and it has like from 1819 until the last person.
Up until now? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
But I would sleep there if I was like too drunk or.
I mean,
That's crazy, man.
The similarity that we have in like the Filipino tradition is we will go have like a picnic on All Souls Day.
1st of November.
So we'll go to the cemetery. We'll have a picnic and like hang out with our loved one.
Oh wow!
But like I like that. I like the fact that if you can't make it home, go hang out with your grandma.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, it's crazy
like my
saying
family
that
would
to a 14-year-old.
will never tell me to if you can't go home, just sleep in the graveyard. I'm like I could never picture a family saying that to anyone.
Yeah. But like I said, the graveyard was very close to my home.
Yeah.
Like very close to my home. So like if they didn't know where I was, like he's in the cupboard, like which is the graveyard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a thing. That was real cool.
That's nice because it's like it gives you a different perspective on what a graveyard is, like because most people will then think of graveyards in Western society. A graveyard is like, oh, there's spooky ghosts and like this and that.
It's nothing like that over there. Like it's
depends,
so regular. Like even in New Zealand, in Maori culture, they wash their hands, like they rinse their hands with water before when they enter and leave a burial site. In Indonesia, there's so much burial sites, like you could just be walking across and you've just gone into a burial site. So I
You just bring a little pocket hand sanitizer with you.
You know what I mean? No,
So washing your hands everywhere.
That's a poverty country, bro. You can't just be wasting water like that. Fucking sort of throwing water on your hands for that. These kids are thirsty.
Okay, I can understand why you didn't like to be Catholic because holy water. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Well, I was technically I'm a Catholic. I was raised a Catholic, but just as life went, I just have my own way of thinking and
that's it.
everything. I became an adult and church died out real early. So
Right.
it's crazy. I think in Sydney here, we are just making our own choice now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you guys very religious?
Not so much anymore.
No.
No.
I haven't been to church in a long time, man.
Yeah. In saying that, I was at church recently. Church is still church.
So back to superstition. What was your superstition when singing in the dish while washing the dishes?
So my dad, I don't know. Sometimes my dad says stuff, and I don't know if he's joking or just like making shit up, like, or it's an actual Filipino superstition.
He's making shit up,
Bro, I don't know, because he'll say something to try to be funny, but then I don't know if he's being like serious or maybe he's just making a joke, because I don't understand his humor sometimes. Anyway, I was doing the dishes, and I was singing as I'm doing the dishes, like I was singing when I'm doing most things. And he's like, don't sing while you're doing the dishes, otherwise you'll become a widower.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
He potentially
What escalation?
He potentially said you're singing in the kitchen
We'll
right now.
kill your
watching the-
wife.
We'll kill your future
Your
wife.
future wife.
That's
yeah,
hard.
his daughter's not even married yet. It's like, what the fuck, man?
I never got a girlfriend. What is you talking about?
I'm 12 years old, Dad.
12 years old.
Is there something similar to that in the Indonesian community?
Nah, man. If you can do those dishes, you better fucking do them. You can sing all day if you want to. Just make sure they're fucking clean. Not really a superstition, but Indonesia still does the whole thing how the girls have to do the dishes and the.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. You know,
Yeah,
it's just a
the
fucking-
gender roles. And
yeah,
all
the
that
gender
stuff,
roles and
yeah.
shit. Everyone should just do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know about that shit. So,
I mean,
there's that.
yeah, some I think some people are still kind of traditional in that way.
Yeah.
Because Filipinos, like, we grew up being like the men are the providers and the protectors and the pastors. There was like this whole culture of it, and then I remember growing up and learning that and seeing that, and when I was dating someone who was making more money than me, it was like fucking with my identity, because I was like, I
really?
need to be the provider. I need to be the one who's the one who's the breadwinner and whatever. You know
Did you
what I
get
mean?
over that? How did that go?
Yeah, it took me a little while to kind of get over, but it was just a lot of like being self-aware in my head and be like, why am I worried about this?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it was because I was taught from such a young age that I needed to be the one who did everything.
Yeah.
It was
Or
like-
you'd feel like less of a man.
Yeah,
That's how-
exactly.
That's how they fucking make you feel.
Exactly.
That's a whole different thing. Like this
Yeah.
is not only from culture; it's still media portrayed as well. Like
Yeah, that's right.
There's the manly way, and there's like the whole thing of like being a sissy type of thing. Like, don't be a sissy. Like it's been engraved in us from our childhood, even into now. You can get a bit of like people throwing snide comments saying, that's pretty much saying don't be a pussy type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now it's for guys like talking about their feelings. They won't do it. And be like, it's because they'll feel like they're a bitch now. But really, it's some shit like that.
What's it called? I got a question with the whole gender thing, and like everyone's got like their roles, like gender roles and stuff.
Yeah.
Like over here, like the whole LGBTQ movement. You know, we have like Mardi Gras and stuff, where it's kind of like some ways it's like we're progressing, like compared to like how it was back then. Is that like what's it like over there in Indonesia? Like, is it something that's like welcomed, or is it still, because you mentioned that like, you know, guys do this, girls do that, is the whole like spectrum like?
As far as I know, it's horrible to be gay in Indonesia.
So you're not going to see like Mardi Gras, like celebrations?
No, definitely
Anytime
not.
soon?
Definitely not. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was younger, like, you were able to get locked up for doing gay
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, it's like that over there. It's very, very, very backwards.
And it's the same for like, say, females, like having female partners?
Yeah,
sort of
exactly the
way?
same. And the thing about Indonesia, especially where I was from, there was people who were gay. Like, and I was a kid, so it's not like this dude chose I
Would that
like
be
men. He was
religion driven or anything, or
probably
because Muslim.
like more of a like traditionalist way of thinking of like that's not right or this can't happen.
Yeah.
But I've seen with my own eyes, like, it wasn't a choice that this dude made. Like, this is just who he is. Like,
Right.
he was like the very femme sort of gay.
That personality.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was just like that. He didn't learn that from TV and shit. But at the same time, I'm seeing this kid. At the same time, I'm hearing that some dude just got locked up for a rumor that he's been with a guy.
Far out. A rumor.
On base,
Yeah.
rumors.
Far
Yeah.
out.
You know, shit like that. Like cheating is not a thing there. If you're in wedlock and you're with someone else, that's like you get locked up for that shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know if it's still like that now. I fucking hope it's not still like that now.
See, it's like kind of
R&B
like,
would not go well over there.
it's kind of like twisted in feels, right? Like in Philippines, because I don't think we have like, because it's still like a major Catholic country, so you're not going to see Mardi Gras in feels anytime soon. But at the same time, like the most popular, highest paid like
Actors.
TV personality at the moment is a person called Vice Ganda, who it's like they're trans, right? And it's like this is when you think entertainment, this person's show is it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
A lot of the people or comedians or actors, actresses in the Philippines are like they're queer or they're from the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, that's kind of like another topic in terms of like people can really, what you call it? TV is TV. It's its own world. As long as this thing doesn't reach into my world, it's okay.
yeah,
You know, like the barrier is media and that TV screen.
Yeah, for them it's like
Like, it's okay.
It's a fantasy
as long
sort
as
of thing,
because
yeah.
like here this is the fantasy world where action is action, like the romance is hyper exaggerated and everything. So it's okay to see things that we don't really accept in my family in real life because TV is TV. It's its own world type
They
of thing.
separate it
But once
from-
it's in my world type of thing, that's when
Yeah.
that's when people will be like, oh, I don't know how I'm
Far
gonna
out.
accept it type
Yeah,
of thing.
man. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is weird.
No, it is. It's a weird thing.
The more we talk about it, the more I realize it's not like an everyday conversation. So I don't have this
No.
conversation every day. But the more I talk about it, it's just like people are real fucking weird with it.
Yeah.
It's just real fucking weird.
We've gone through so many deep topics and like so many twists and turns in this conversation. I've loved this conversation, man. It's
yeah,
very
man.
convo-
Fuck, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's a needed conversation because like
100%.
there's a lot of stuff that's out there that people think that is normal but can be perceived as, well, something's up, something's a bit fucked up over here.
Yeah.
I think the conversation is important because like that's all people need to do. The more you talk about it, the more you realize like there's one side that's fucked up here. Like you know what I mean? And as a human, we can choose not to pick sides.
Yeah.
You can see there's a wrong and a right.
That's it.
a lot of disagreements come from not understanding each other and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
shit.
Yeah.
What I love that we've talked about is the similarities that we found between like Indo culture and Filipino culture.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Because when I was younger, there was a big Philo-Indo beef.
Was it?
What?
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't
if
see
was
it because
young
I
as
just
that.
thought everyone was Filipino.
Yeah, you know.
Far out.
That's probably why I did not see that.
For that,
What
I
was
was
this
like, I
beef?
never got it. But there was just like, maybe it was just with me, but
Here in
every
Sydney or in Indonesia?
in Sydney,
Right,
it felt like maybe it was just surrounded by me. But like all
Yeah.
these philos, they all just want beef.
Far
Like
out.
heavily.
Is this like Dalichu area kind of thing, or
I came up in Bankstown, like
Hey,
Bankstown
double
area.
two, double O, brother.
Bankstown area. Maybe could have.
I don't know. I didn't know about this, man.
You didn't know about
This
that
is
one?
news to me, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if I was the only one for like the past 20 years. Like, nah, we got beef with them, bro. We got beef with them. Don't even call me one of them. We got beef with them.
You saw someone just eating migraine in front of you. It's like, oh, this guy's just mocking me right now.
One philo just looked at me weird like, nah.
30 years later, you're on a podcast, man. Yeah, the Philos and the Indonesians had mad beef.
It's good that we could squash that long time beef, man. Like, I'm really glad we could do that on this podcast.
But for real, if there was some
got
sort
no
of beef,
problem
man,
with
I would
you.
love to hear about it. Like, what's the logic behind that beef, man?
Yeah, what happened?
I could understand but I could see not a war, but like a beef between all the Southeast.
I don't think
Asian
it would
countries.
work though.
You know
man.
what it is? It's when people are too much alike. When they're too much alike, see how it's like opposites attract? And this is like
Yeah.
the same does not. So we're too much alike.
That-
Yeah, I could just imagine.
You know what
I could
mean?
just imagine them in a room and there's a spring roll right there, and they're like lumpia, and then the other person's like
Spring roll.
lumpia,
Yeah, pronouncing it different.
lumpia.
Yeah.
Lumpia.
Lumpia.
Nah, bro. I got beef with these motherfuckers. This motherfucker says Lumpia again. I'ma fuck him up.
That was lumpia. Lumpia.
You got white people looking at the camera like, look at these dumb idiots. Look at these idiots.
That's obviously an egg roll.
That's obviously an egg roll.
That's a fucking sausage roll, dickhead.
Goddamn Charlies.
There's three of them.
Go on, Charlie's.
Three of them in the room.
Having
Lumpia.
flashbacks and shit.
Lumpia. And then the other guy's sausage roll.
The Aussie gets bashed.
Bro, like if there's a big brawl from like Indonesians and Filos, man, there'll be so many like friendly fire. You don't know who you're fighting, bro.
Man, you're just,
Hey, you're
you just
Filo,
swinging.
right? Should I? Nah, I think it.
Filipino
Pull a spring roll out of your pocket. Name this.
Yeah.
Name this.
Yeah. Lumpia.
Boys, I found him.
That's how they do the stance. It's like lumpia.
Oh man, I don't like that war call.
Lumpia. Lumpia.
Or the Filipinos just go. They go. Psst, psst. That's their like war cry.
Yeah, do you guys do that? Like in Philippines, like we either go "Sst," or like we call people like that.
Oh no, we don't do those sounds. The Indos are like very loud, so it's like So it's like
how would
scream.
Indonesians point to this blueberries?
If they wanted it,
If they wanted to point at it.
if they wanted, they don't really point. They just tell you what they want with it. If they don't want it,
They don't do the lip
but,
thing.
but really, if they want it, it's more like
Get this way.
this one.
Yeah.
If they don't want it,
That hand movement means you could have gone to jail in Indonesia a few years ago.
100%.
Yeah.
They can't do this shit. That's wrong. I see Raph just like, what the fuck is going?
I didn't want these. I just wanted blueberries, not jail.
Or blue waffles.
I didn't want those berries.
Well,
Don't
Filipinos.
Google it. Don't Google it.
Filipinos won't even last in Indonesia because the way they're blessed, it's like this. They'd be like,
Far
hey,
out.
bless me.
Why was that?
Bless
Why was
me.
that a thing? Like, because I know that was a derogatory thing towards homosexuals. Like this.
I was just being like limp wristed.
It's
It's like calling someone like, you know, when you have words like for your yellow belly, like you're weak.
right.
So like a soft hand.
Yeah, you're
Soft hand.
fucking pussy. Harden up your
that's
hand.
right.
It doesn't
It's like a
make
soft
sense
handshake
now.
type
It doesn't
shit.
make sense.
Doesn't
bro.
make sense.
No.
though, like,
It doesn't matter what sexual orientation you got. If you got like
Yeah.
proper training, you can really beat up whoever you want. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. That's why with the whole gender thing, like I grew up around like strong as fuck women. Like people can say that the man needs to be the protector.
Yep.
But if you piss my sister off, you're gonna need protection. Like that's how it's like gonna go. Like not from me, from
Yeah.
them. Like I'm only 12 years old.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm just here to warn you guys.
yeah,
you know?
like I'm gonna be a man. I'm telling you right now, she's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know, so there was never a man is stronger than woman to
Love
me.
it. Yeah.
You know?
I kind of got that. So earlier when you were saying that, like your family told you, if you're a kid, you're wild now, you can't get home, go to your grandma's grave and you'll be safe. When I was a kid, if I was wild out, I didn't want to be near my grandma because she beat the shit out of me, bro. She would fuck me up. So,
My grandparents, because I was I'm the youngest in my family and I'm from Australia. So every time I would go to Indonesia, I would be like a prince. Like
Golden
especially
child.
you know, like and I'd only go
child.
there at school holidays, so they wouldn't see me for months at a time. It was the fucking best, man. I never got a hiding from my grandparents. They were old as shit too, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
no, they could have tried.
too late.
Like
Okay.
you ain't catching me, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
They missed their chance.
you better sit down with your walking stick. You ain't getting me. You ain't getting me.
Bro, my grandfather, no matter how old he got, he could chase us around with a belt, bro.
Yeah.
We'd run away, but like he's not gonna catch us, bro. He caught us. He was like Usain Bolt, like he was old Usain Bolt. It's crazy.
It's all about passion, right? Like he really wanted to do it. Yeah. He really wanted to beat you guys up, but like, you know, with anything else that he doesn't want to do, just sit down and be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, hard. You need to go
Oh,
toilet? Nah, I'm gonna just
I'm
go
good.
here.
Need to beat up.
Don said something.
All
I'm
right,
gonna fuck that boy up. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him myself.
quick as fuck. Energy out of
He's taking
nowhere.
his belt
I'm
off.
gonna get him myself.
My knees don't work very well, but he's gonna be fucking. He's gonna be beaten.
He ran around the block. Someone grabbed my Nikes. I'm gonna get him.
You know what you do if you're getting chased and then you're like in Indonesia, just be in a group of threes, bro.
That's right. Oh shit! Speaking of getting chased, what was your like punishments over there? See how like so in Indonesia, right? If you as like in my family, my aunties, if they caught one of my cousins skipping school,
Yeah.
they would make him like kneel, like sit.
Kneel.
You know the Asian squat.
Oh,
They'll make him Asian squat on rocks
Whoa!
and like
barefoot.
barefoot.
Oh.
You know, what I
That's
mean?
similar to your one.
Mine was on the knees. So we
Oh,
used to
they
have
hit
like
your knees.
no. You kneel down on mung beans or salt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, same thing they're trying to do. But the rocks in Indonesia are like sharp as shit. And
Yeah.
I remember that's what they tried to do. And they would like
Oh man.
as a way of like getting. See how people would usually like pull you by the earlobe.
It's the hair, right?
It's their hair. They grab
Yeah.
your fucking pinch thing, bro.
the sideburns.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That traumatized me as an adult. Like I don't got sideburns.
That's why you
no
shave
more.
everything. I always
You know
got
what
a
I'm
fade
saying?
and shit.
They'd be like, "You want me to box you up?" Like, yeah, well, box me up well, please.
Just because you just got you got your grandpa or your grandma just in your mind. That's crazy.
What do you want to do with these sideburns? Shave them off.
You shave 'em.
Shave them all
No,
the
I
way
don't
off.
want no hair because they grab their hair there, and for some reason the hair there is strong as fuck.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's
It's
not
just strong
shaving
as
his.
so they drag you. You're like, fuck, this hair's not breaking. Oh shit. It's like, oh shit.
Man,
Well-
my family was unimaginative. Like they just hit me with belts and stuff. It's just or anything that was around.
It was always the Janelas.
Yeah, the shoe or like a slipper or a chinela. So like one of those things, man.
Oh yeah.
Unimaginative. It wasn't mung beans or like squatting over rocks and whatever. It was just
The mung beans is just very wasteful.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man.
It's either that or it tenderized it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're having mungo tonight again.
I love
Tastes
how
like my
you got
knees.
trauma from the pulling of the thing, but not from the rocks on the sharp on your feet.
Oh, I never skipped school.
Yeah. Okay.
I never skipped
Hey.
school. I-
Also
I-
specifically for
Yeah.
skipping school.
Yeah,
So those
yeah.
levels to that shit.
Yeah, that's right. And
Far
then
out.
like eventually all the end parts will be the belt too.
Right.
Belt,
But
belt,
eventually
like-
we got old enough. Like I was always more forward thinking than my cousins. Like the uncle would be taking his belt off. I was like, bro, you could have got away by now. You know this, right? Like, you could just
Fault it out.
Right, bro, you could just fucking leave. This dude's gonna get drunk and forget all about this. You could just walk out right now. He can't even find his belt. Like, bro.
I just feel with my parents, or like it's just what you call it. It's more verbal than anything.
Yeah.
It's more
yeah.
verbal. It's more like
Make you feel bad.
make me feel bad. Guilt.
The guilt.
trip.
Oh, it's
You
just
really
mental.
disappointed us by
Holy
smoking
shit.
that
Mental is
marijuana.
like
My knees healed after 30 minutes.
that's it.
Yeah, that's right.
This is gonna stick for
Yeah,
you
exactly.
for life. You know, like with the knees thing, it's gonna get you from the knee down.
Yeah.
From the brain, it'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
you from the brain down. You're not gonna function well in life.
Bars. Bars.
That's fucked up. Like my
Psychological
knees is
warfare.
like, you know, for the next 20 minutes I can't walk or like run around and shit as a kid. But the mental stuff,
In the next
every
20 years.
decision you make from this point onwards, holy shit.
Oh man, that's hard as a new parent though. You're a new parent.
Yeah, I'm a new parent too.
You're a new parent, so fucking. I'm a parent of my daughter's 10 and 8,
No.
Yeah.
and we've been going through years of shit where it's like I don't want to traumatize these kids.
Yeah.
The same way, because you find yourself doing that shit when it comes to parenting. Like, oh, I remember my parents doing this. It's like, oh shit, I complain about.
Are you trying to
this.
find a balance between like not too traumatizing but not too nurturing? Because there's always that little balance, or you always be like, there's no such thing as too much nurturing.
Yeah, I don't think there's such thing as too much nurturing. Like you can.
So wait, who's the hard ass in that situation? Or your missus or you? Because you're the two girls.
No, I got
Basically,
one girl, one boy.
Oh.
So it's even more complicated because my son's wild. Like
Yeah.
he's very free. He's a very free spirit, and she's like into books and she's very chill.
Your wife, what's the background of your wife?
She's Māori. So she's New Zealand. So these kids are very great looking kids, But like, there's no hard ass between us.
No.
It's more like
One team type thing.
Yeah, me and Sheila are on the same team, and we pick our moments.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll be so upset, I'll be like, nah, you're talking to the kids tonight.
Wow.
Because you can't really act in that anger. The kids aren't going to hear your message.
Yeah,
They're just
that's
gonna
it. Yeah.
Look at this angry fucker at the door. So it's weird. It's weird trying not to traumatize the kids the way we got traumatized. I've never grabbed the kids by their fucking sideburns, so that's a fucking plus. I mean, they haven't had to.
You learn from their mistakes.
We're breaking chains out here, man. We're breaking
Yeah,
chains.
that's good, man.
And I'm at that stage right now where I'm trying to watch what I'm saying because I feel like I don't want to say something that might traumatize him. Because my son's got a bald spot at the back.
Yeah.
You know, like for the longest time, I've been making fun of it. And I don't want it to
He
be
doesn't
insecure.
know words yet.
I don't know, but like I feel like you know, whatever I say now,
The words he finally understands, bold ass motherfucker. Hey.
because
Apparently, that's good luck in Filipino culture.
which one, the ball spot?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna have the biggest luck ever. This is huge.
I don't know if that's real. Just
It looks like he's got a fade at the back.
That's right.
See, I'm doing it now.
It's gonna.
He's gonna
can't
see.
help it.
This is gonna be recorded. He's gonna see it in like 10 years' time. He's gonna feel insecure.
your father loves you.
Don't worry, he's gonna have a big mullet. It's gonna cover it up. It's gonna
It's gonna be an undercut.
He's gonna be 14. Like, fuck, I hate my mullet. He's been growing it
He's
for
always
6
wanted a
years.
fade.
He's been growing it for 6 years. Sees this interview.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
so
this
confused
mullet,
of what
man.
to say. He's like I'm like, when should I stop swearing in front of my kid? Like that was one of the things we were talking about with my wife, and after oh, when should I stop calling him chubby, and all that stuff. It's like because I know the whole Filipino thing is like, oh, you've gone a bit fat. You should lay off the food.
Yeah.
But by the way, here's some food and all that stuff. I'm still trying to. I'm a new parent, so all this stuff. Like I mean, I'm considering all the typical Filipino like trauma in my brain. So I'm like, you know, trying to figure out a way to parent this new thing.
But even the thought of it, even the fact that you're the dad thinking of making shit better, it's fucking different to how they were 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even bother making things better. They just go to work.
Yeah,
You know, they
or
think,
like whatever works. You
Yeah,
know? Like,
they
it
just
worked
like-
with my parents. I'm gonna use it to work with this.
yeah, you know, they don't even fucking try. But it's good. And hopefully we do break those fucking chains.
Yeah.
Because I actually had this conversation with Sheila the other night. As forward thinking as we are, and we're teaching that to the kids, these kids, like, their minds are going to be fucking amazing when they hit their strides and get to our age, you know? Because it took us until 30 to realize a lot of lessons. I'll give my son those lessons when he's 9. Like, as soon as he's ready to learn them, then we're on. Before I went on that, I wanted to say, see how you're worried about swearing? Imagine fucking being me, bro. I swear all the fucking time. I swear all the time. And then babies come and it's just like, I don't want them to swear like me.
Yeah.
But
So-
you've recorded it as well.
You know, and I'm public. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
like public like figure sort of type thing. So I'm
Yeah,
swearing all over the place. And the kids
Yeah.
watch my shit. So,
Wow, man.
but the thing is, I knew that was going to happen early. So we had it in their head like, adults do swear. Swearing is real. There's like, it's not appropriate for you to say these things.
Yeah,
You
which
know
is
what I
cool.
mean?
Like because like he could have done the other thing, like, you know, only we can say it type of thing, and it kind of like separates them. And
Yeah, no, I've let my kids swear before. Like, we've been in a circle and they were both frustrated at each other, and we're just like, all right, like me, Sheila, Paris, Iam, and we're just like, all right, just let it out. It's like, shit. It's like, good for you, man. Good for you. But you know, it's like those sort of exercises, those sort of things. That's fucking foreign language to older, traditional styles of parenting.
yeah, break the cycle, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's shit like that. It's shit like that. It's
Like,
good having
us
this
Asians should break the cycle. We talk so much about trauma and all these things.
Yeah.
And you know, the only way to do it is to break the cycle, right?
100%. Just fucking, if you can't do anything, if you feel like you can't do anything, just talk about it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And it's also that thing too of our parents always like, you're looking a bit big and this, that. But like in our day and age, you're not supposed to be skinny as fuck. You're like, we're supposed to be eating and looking chubby, you know? Like, this is how I'm supposed to look.
Yeah. I mean, like back in the day, if someone was eating well, then that's a sign of wealth and health and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
We're males, like our female, like our girl cousins, they would have copped it fucking heaps worse.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Imagine being a girl and hearing that, like, from the people you love.
It's kind of like fucked up because like it fucks with their insecurity as well. But the intention of the person saying it is a bit of on the good side because they're saying their intention is good, but the way that they execute it is fucked up.
That's right. It's like just they don't see.
They're worried. Like they could be worried about your weight and in terms of health and stuff and want the best for you, and then the way they carry on about it is just like, oh, I don't know how to execute it. The way I could say it is just be upfront, be like, oh, you're going to gain a little weight.
But sometimes they really just want to talk shit.
100%.
That's
Yeah,
what
then
older.
you- then
You
you
know what I
have that
mean?
one there.
They're trying to sun
It
you because
is,
you're
you know
younger
what I
than
mean?
them.
Yeah.
They got this, like, I feel like the old, like, I've always been open about this, but the older generation, they have a picture of what a man and a woman is supposed to look like. And for us darker Asians, it's a white, skinny, blonde female, you know?
With a lot of sideburns
Yeah, you know.
for the males.
Yeah. Like for the males, like they want some fucking doctor with long, lovely fucking hair, tall as shit. Like that's not
Light skin.
Yeah, that's not my pic. That doesn't have to be my picture of what a man is. You know, so
Yeah.
it's fucking weird. That's why I don't want to talk shit. But us forward thinking like young adults
Yeah.
is good because the people younger than us won't talk to the olders.
Yeah.
I'm quick to say, right? You guys are talking shit. You guys are wild. You guys are wild.
Man, thank you for coming on the show, man.
Man, thank you guys. That was the
Bro.
fucking one of the greatest conversations I've had. Bro,
We had so many conversations whether we got to do with music, comparing cultures, like parenting.
We talked about parenting, right?
We've talked
Yeah.
about
this is
like,
better than therapy, man.
bro, this is my therapy. Like I come here every week, just clear my mind and just let things out, and then boom, go back a new person. So like,
Yeah.
You
I
should-
didn't get to talk to you. I didn't get to talk much about my album. Sorry, man. But like the other
no, no.
conversations were like, I feel like they were important. Like,
they were important. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, which is good because like I don't want you coming like texting me later and be like, you promised me that I would talk about my album and we didn't get it.
No. well, if that was a question, like I did hit up Raf, like, how does this gonna work? And
It's
he,
like,
he
let
set
things
me up
happen.
to sit down and talk. And
Yeah.
this is what I will talk about in everyday conversation with the boys. So
Yeah.
thank
And
you
I-
guys for having me on here and fucking being able to show that.
But listen to the album Ambitions of a Writer on Spotify and on music streaming platforms.
Anything you can stream your music.
Yeah.
And plus, I think like not even talking about the album, but talking about things that really matter to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's more important. And
Yeah,
then
man.
that'll like people see you more for who you are,
Yeah.
and they'll go listen
Yeah.
to the album.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking all these thoughts there in there on the album. There's nothing. I'm not speaking anything foreign. If you know me as an artist,
Yeah.
you know I'm about these values. So
Hey.
Yeah.
sick cunts for letting
That's
me
mad,
fucking
man.
highlight my values out here. So it's fucking,
Love it, man.
it's fucking lit, man.
So good, man. What's the tabo in Indonesian again?
Chebo.
Chebo.
Jebo.
Jebo.
Yeah.
Jebo and doubles, bro.
Jebo.
We're all the same, bro.
Bro, he's Philo too, eh? That's what he's Philo too. That's how I know. I was like, hey, they copied our word. We got beef.
So it's all Apple the app's fault.
We got beef. Like, Bebo, like, no, this motherfucker.
Chebo.
Why is this guys talking about like washing their bums?
Yo, they made us talk about wiping asses.
At the end of the day, Chebo, Tabo, we're all washing the same ass. It's all good.
Wild. We're all using the same water. It's the Earth's water.
That's water, bro.